And we welcome you inside Warren Wilson College's gymnasium in Swannanoa, North Carolina, as it is the third annual WNC All-Star Game tonight, featuring players from all over Western North Carolina. They're warming up on the floor right now. We'll get the starting lineups here in just a few moments. George Young, Tony Christie, glad you're with us. March Madness time. There's tournament games going on right now. No, Duke just lost.
Yes.
To your former coach, Rick Barnes in Tennessee.
A lot of defense going on there. A lot of defense.
A lot of defense. Glad that you are with us on YouTube and Facebook, wherever you may be. If you know players' family and you know that we're streaming it, maybe they don't know, go ahead and send them the link. We're on YouTube and on Facebook. They can look it up on the Franklin Panther Sports Network. They can type in FPSN and then Franklin Panther Sports Network and find it on YouTube and Facebook. It's an exhibition game. It's an all-star game.
Yes.
You've been a part of these a few times in your illustrious career as a coach, also as a player. Kind of go through what the players are thinking of this game tonight.
A lot of players, because, you're not allowed to play in any of these, when you're an underclassman.
Right.
So by the time you're a senior, you get to this, you are nervous. You are so nervous because these are the best players that, you've been in the area for a long time. So these are the best players around, and they are. You've seen them in the paper. You've seen them on on WLOS, on Channel 13. You've seen them all the time. And now you're on the same court with them, and you're in this atmosphere with there's college coaches here. We're doing this at Warren Wilson, so there's a lot at stake for some of these young ladies, and it's a lot of excitement, for you, and that's on the girls' side. On the boys' side, they're nervous too, because a lot of them want to make sure they don't miss any dunks or anything that embarrasses them in front of all these people.
All right, let's join the public address announcer. He's got a few announcements, and we'll have the girls lineup and the girls roster.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2023 Western North Carolina All-Star Game, presented by Rankings Report. Our proud sponsors are Phenom Hoops, Swannanoa Loot House, Hunter Subaru, and a huge shout out to Rux Refs for making this possible. First, the starting roster for the red team. Desta Trammell of Robbinsville, E.P. Slutter of T.C. Roberson, Rosalind McCullum of Franklin, Peyton McPeters of McDowell, Elena Watkins of East Rutherford, Kirsten Watt of Asheville, Liz Chapman of Brevard, Timber Thompson of T.C. Roberson, Macy White of Asheville Christian, Katie Alexander of Asheville Christian, Zoe Walker of High Britain, Alicia Hill of Asheville. The red team is coached by Coach Whitaker of A.C. Reynolds. Now the roster for the blue team. Katie Story of High Britain, Zayla Spencer of Smoky Mountain, Landon Stewart of A.C. Reynolds, Mia Hansen of Hendersonville, Destiny Hicks of East Rutherford, Sydney Hayes of Alexander Central, Kennedy Noble of Maiden, Carly Hancock of Owen, Lexi Gunter of North Henderson, Devin Davis of North Buncombe, and Aubrey Gigg of East Burke. The blue team is coached by Koth MacArthur of McDowell.
All right, that's the rosters.
Let's get ready for the tip-off.
For both teams. Divided up between blue and red. From Hickory, Watauga, all the way over to Murphy. We've got players from all over Western North Carolina. As we're going to play a 20-minute half, two of them. Unlike at high school where there's quarters, and unlike in college on the women's side,
yes,
it's quarters. They're going to do a 20-minute first quarter, 20-minute second quarter. So that'll be a little bit different. And what we have seen in high school ball and what these ladies on the floor have seen in high school ball. We'll try to give you a little information about all the players as we go along, as we have been compiling that as we have gone along here this afternoon. And we were getting some information right before we came on the air. So if you're watching, and we're not talking a lot about whatever player that you may be tuning in to watch, maybe because there wasn't a lot of stats on Max Preps.
Correct.
We found a couple of teams that like to keep those stats secret.
And if anybody knows anything about some of these players, because we'll have some information, but, put it in the comments. We'll.
Desta Trammell has the opening possession for the red team out of Robbinsville, and it's a turnover. Blue team and Destiny Hicks will have it. She'll give it up. It's Katie Story, and we're heading the other way.
Red team ball.
Sometimes in these exhibition all-star games, they take it serious. Some of them, it's a more of fun and games. I think this one's going to be pretty serious here tonight. There are some coaches
a lot of
in the
times,
stands.
A lot of times during the women's games, they take it more serious than the guys, because guys, they want to do some showboat and make do some different things and try to get some dunks, some deep threes and different things like that. The girls, they're going to play. They're going to play hard.
It's a turnover. Red team will have it as it's Trammell in the backcourt. Trammell out of Robbinsville as she gives it up to Watt. We'll swing it over to Sluter, who missed a shot a while ago. And she finds Trammell again. Trammell up top, going to attack. Dish it underneath to McCollum. Rosalind McCollum is going to get fouled as she hits the deck.
And a lot of them, a lot of the players, they haven't played with someone that's 6'1" or however tall Rosalind McCollum is, because she was open 2 times there in that half court set.
First foul whistled on the blue team. Into the corner it goes. Macy White shot wouldn't go. Out of Asheville Christian, averaging 9.6 points a game is White. Underneath it's Lexi Gunner. Gunner lost it. And it's going to be picked up by the red team. It's EP Sluter down court. Sluter attacks, pulls it up, pushes it back out. Watt in the paint, wouldn't go. Neither team yet to get onto the scoreboard. It's Lexi Gunner for 3. That one's off the mark. Macy White with a rebound for the red team.
And right now, all the nerves are going through everyone, running through everyone.
Underneath, feed goes to McCollum, and then she tried to kick it back out, and it was out of bounds. That'll be a turnover for the red team. Yeah, it looks like you can tell early on these two teams really haven't played with each other much.
No, they haven't even practiced. So this is really a pickup game, but they're kind of running stuff. It's like I told you, the girls' game is going to be very very competitive,
Destiny
like a regular
Hicks.
game. Great take.
Out of East Rutherford, first points of this ball game. Kristen Watt kicks it back out. Gives it to Macy White. Up top now, Sluter swings it into the corner. McCollum, back out it goes. McCollum ends up with it off the glass. Rosalind McCollum ties the game. McCollum out of Franklin.
Great pass by EP Sluter.
Red team looks to push. It's Sluter giving it up. McCollum wouldn't go.
Good pass.
Macy White had it. It was knocked away.
Oh.
It was not a backcourt violation, but it's going to be a turnover as Katie Story will bring it down. Power up, get fouled. Desta Trammell will pick up the foul.
And because this is an all-star game, I am going to bring it up. That right there, that pass, that reminded me of Kihei Clark throwing that thing, just throwing it up in the air for nobody. Oh, my goodness.
Katie Story got the line as the first shot up and off the mark. Katie Story out of High Brighton, a High Brighton Lady Panther. Under head coach Mari Patterson. Second shot up and good for Katie Story.
Katie Story knocking one down, making it a 1-point game.
Down court, it's EP Sluter. Haven't put it up on the scoreboard yet. Again, 20-minute quarter, or halves, technically. First half and a second half. Desta Trammell wouldn't go. And the rebound picked up by Landon Stewart. Going to push up court. Into the hands once again of Story. And she's going to shuffle her feet.
The travel on the blue team will get
That'll be a turnover as the red team now will attack. We'll see the substitutions for MacArthur and Whitaker. They're the head coaches for the blue team and the white and the red team. As there's 11 players on both sides.
Good take.
Desta Trammell and one. Once we get a break of the action, we'll throw up the full lineup here. Here's the replay on this take by Desta Trammell.
Way to finish right there.
Trammell out of Robbinsville averaged 23 points per game, just 5'3" at her point guard position.
Okay.
Lane violation.
Everybody stepped in.
We're at Warren Wilson College in Swannanoa tonight. As they're going to wave off the shot. It was a red team violation on the lane violation. Underneath, Stewart off the glass. Wouldn't go. Got her own rebound. Landon Stewart kicks it out. And it's a three by Sydney Hayes that wouldn't go.
And one thing that a big difference you'll notice from the boys game and the girls game is that the girls, they usually like how they started. They started off playing hard defense. The boys, it's gonna be more of a lax at the beginning. Everyone's trying to fill each other out. But the girls, they're going to fill each other out by actually filling each other and making it physical. Because this game, this is physical for an all-star game.
Yeah, it is. No doubt. Sydney Hayes again. Wouldn't go. Rebound McCollum off. It goes to Sluter. Got to push it up court. Got some speed. Does Sluter. Off the glass. Wouldn't go. AP Sluter out of T.C. Robertson. Thompson with it in the corner. She gives it up. That one's off the mark. And a turnover underneath. Off the glass. That's Destiny Hicks out of East Rutherford. Lady Cavalier will give the blue team the lead.
Good screen.
Trammell gives it up. McCollum, no. That one wouldn't go. And we've got
timeout.
A timeout?
Yeah, timeout, I believe.
Timeout on the floor. They'll give us an opportunity to show you the. Oh, well, no, it's not going to be. It's the substitution timeout.
There you go. It was the. 5 minutes. So at 5 minutes, they're going to be subbing.
Gotcha.
I just figured that out.
They didn't tell me that. And a turnover. Katie Alexander wouldn't go. Zayla Spencer for the blue team grabs the rebound. Spencer out of Smoky Mountain. She gives it up. Into the corner it goes to Hancock out of Owen. Shot wouldn't go. Blue team grabbed the rebound underneath. Spencer now will attack. Zayla Spencer, partially blocked. Saved into the hands of Katie Alexander.
Good pass.
Got off the mark and good. Thompson with the bucket.
Good pass by Alexander.
Shot off the mark. And we've got a whistle and a jump ball underneath. I just realized that our on-screen scoreboard is flip-flopped. We'll change that really quick. Sometimes happens in these all-star games.
Yes.
And a turnover. Down court. Alexander off the glass.
Katie Alexander with the steal, taking all the way for another 2 points. Red with a 3-point lead.
That was a turnover, but most of these games, everyone's still trying to fill each other out. The red team has been able to get a couple of fast break points and, kind of run a semblance of something, but until that right there. Because, you've gone through a whole season right now of knowing exactly where your teammates are going to be. Now you're in an all-star game, trying to see how this whole thing works. Good shot. Mick Peters with the 3. Good lefty shot right there.
I think we got the scoreboard correct now. Now we got a foul coming up on the red team.
Foul on red team, blue ball.
It'll be Blues basketball. Another foul coming up. At the line will be Kennedy Noble out of Maiden, a Lady Blue Devil. She is familiar with the blue jersey that she is wearing tonight on the blue team, as Kennedy Noble averaged 18 points a game in her senior campaign. Second shot rolls in. The clock has stopped. They're not rolling the clock. Liz Chapman swings it around. Chapman gives it up. Baseline off the glass. Timber Thompson with the bucket. Hanson, top of the key 3 wouldn't go. For Mia Hanson, a Lady Bearcat out of Hendersonville High School. She averages 16.3 points per game in her senior campaign. Katie Alexander pulls up. She can't get the 3 to go. Mia Hanson finds Spencer up top. Spencer, the point guard, weaves her way, gives it up. Aubrey Grigg lost it, picked up on teammate. Now Spencer going to have it up top.
Good pass.
Floater, Carly Hancock gets the bucket.
Carly Hancock putting up 2 points for Blue.
Hancock out of Owen, just down the street here in Swannanoa. 3 off the mark for Kristen Watt. Up court quickly. Kennedy Noble with the J.
Kennedy Noble taking a wide open 2 for 2 points.
Zayla Spencer, she came in and she's been pushing the pace for this blue team.
And we got a turnover. Spencer brings it up, averaged 10 points a game for Coach Olin Dumford at Smoky Mountain High School in their senior campaign. The smallest girl out there at 5 foot. Now we've got a whistle and a tie-up. And the possession arrow is with the red team. Well, it's Katie Alexander slowly bringing it up out of Asheville Christian. Again, just down the road from where we're located tonight in Swannanoa. Liz Chapman got a feed underneath. Lost control. Did Timber Thompson going to pick it back up? And Katie Alexander gets her hands on it, and she shuffles her feet.
Blue team's ball.
As you can see, only one side of the gym has bleachers, so there's a ton of folks here. You just can't see them. I mean, there's not many seats left on the opposite side. Spinning and shooting.
Nice move.
Couldn't get the roll. Aubrey Griggs. It's out of bounds. Going to stay with the blue team. Aubrey Grigg out of East Burke.
That was a nice move right there. Good footwork by Aubrey.
Blue team ball.
Blue team going to reset as it's Spencer getting it up top to Grigg. Grigg lost control of it. Got to get it out of there. Finds Hansen. Hansen steps back. Got it. Foot was on the line. That's a two-pointer.
Mia Hansen with 2 points.
Mia Hansen out of Hendersonville with the three. Just a 1-point lead now until that bucket by Timber Thompson. Timber Thompson out of T.C. Robertson. She stands at 6'1". And we are under the 10-minute mark, so we're going to have a mass substitution once again. Coach Amanda Whitaker of the red team and Coach Zach MacArthur of the blue team. MacArthur out of McDowell High School and Coach Whitaker out of A.C. Reynolds. Katie Story with it. The High-Brighton Lady Panther gives it up. Finds Hayes, now feeds underneath. Knocked away. Going to stay with the blue team. As it's Lexi Gunner to trigger out of North Henderson High School. We saw her a couple of times in the regular season as we broadcast here on the Franklin Panther Sports Network. We got a whistle and a foul. Not a tie-up. Foul on Macy White for the red team.
Foul on the red team. Blue team's ball.
Destiny Hicks looks to trigger for the blue team. High pass. Katie Story secures it. Guarded closely by White.
Pass.
Story kicks it out. It's a three. Off the mark for Sydney Hayes. Outlet pass. Nice move.
Good left-handed outlet pass by Mason White.
Kirsten Watt out of Asheville able to get that bucket. And down court. Both teams now settling in offensively, Tony.
Moving up and down kind of fast there.
Lexi Gunner will be at the line after the foul on the red team. As a player first, and we'll talk about how you coach a game like this, Tony. What's the mindset going in when you haven't really played, haven't really practiced much? Is it like a pickup game, or you just
so
try to show your talents? Or
if you're a big player playing this, because I played this. I was a center when I played in the All-Star game.
Right.
I never got the ball. So what you do is you kind of have to get in there and grab rebounds, grab offensive rebounds, and that's how you're going to get in the scoring column. And then play some defense and grab rebounds is the best way for the guards. Good shot right there.
Lexi Gunner able to get the bucket.
Yes, good shot from the corner. But if you're a guard, try to look for your teammates when they're open and make knockdown shots.
Wave off the shot as she traveled with it.
So that's the mindset you kind of go into, with all of it.
It's Katie Story. Now, coaching-wise, how do you coach a game like this?
Just sub, and then act like you're
get
coaching.
Out of the way.
Sub and act like you're actually doing something. Just because both coaches, I see them, they're sitting there clapping for him, and then they're walking. They'll point. They'll do the point. No one, if you point to a player right now, they don't know what you're talking about.
You don't have any plays that you've set
You don't have any plays. You don't even know their name, basically. I guarantee you can ask her if she knows that. If you ask both these coaches, they don't know everyone's name. So they're just acting for the most part. It's a, hey, run on there, set that, get there. Just generic work, terms you use as a coach.
Lexi Gunner, a couple of points back to back for the blue team.
Good.
Katie Story
drives
in, and Rosalind McCollum blocks it out of bounds.
See right here. That's a good drive.
Inbounds, it goes to Hayes. Now going to feed underneath. Landon Stewart. And we've got another whistle and another foul coming up on the red team. It's going against E.P. Sluter out of T.C. Robertson. And we'll have some shots coming up for Landon Stewart out of A.C. Reynolds. Lady Rockets can't get the roll on the first. Landon Stewart averaged 9.2 points per game in her senior season. For Coach Amanda Whitaker, who was on the sidelines. She's the head coach of the red team. Gets the roll on the second.
Landon Stewart.
AC Reynolds had a long trip into the playoffs on the 4A side as they made it to the third round. Finished 22-8 in the 22-23 campaign. Very competitive ball game. Just a 1-point lead now. Blue team going to add to it. Landon Stewart for 3.
And another thing, as a player, when someone makes a shot in your eye, you have to come down and shoot it the next time. Next time you
shot
get it.
wouldn't go. Off to the races, Katie Story. She's going to attempt. Can't hit. Hayes able to grab the rebound. Goes up. No. Another offensive board. Destiny Hicks. Hicks loses it. Almost hits our camera over there. Phillip, you all right? Went right in to Phillip's position. That shot right there. It's going to be Blue basketball. Destiny Hicks gets it in bounds to Stewart. She lifts the shot and gets the roll. Landon Stewart. 5 quick points for Stewart. 3 in a bucket. And the blue team has opened up a 23-17 lead. Rosalind McCollum powers up, count it, and 1.
Nice strong move by Roz. And that's the thing, too, about when you're playing the All-Star game, you see it right here. She caught the ball, turned, and went right. You can do moves that you've kind of put in the back burner because you've been playing conference, all for the past 2 months, and they know every move that you're going to do. So you do feel way freer in an All-Star game as well.
6 minutes left in the first half.
23-20. As Katie Story out of High Brighton gives it up. Destiny Hayes, or Sydney Hayes rather, got it to go, got the roll for 3.
Sydney Hayes with the 3.
And Sydney Hayes is a bona fide shooter because that was the first one she's made, and she's already taken 4 shots.
Watt drove in for the red team, couldn't get it to go. And it's Hicks up top. Gonna feed Grigg. Work it on McCollum. And we've got a whistle and a foul. So away for the basketball. Going against the red team. Hicks gets it in. Does underneath Story, backs it out, then gets it partially blocked. Offensive board and some foul shots coming up for Lexi Gunner.
Lexi Gunter going to the line for 2 for the blue team.
And Gunner will get the first. Lexi out of North Henderson High School. Didn't have any stats online for her, but played for Zach Wilkins.
People got to put the stats in.
5'9"
All-Star
forward.
game.
Desta Trammell.
Nice
to the hole. Wouldn't go. Rebound for Grigg.
Another mass substitution. Coming in
about
45 seconds.
Yep. Gunner with the rebound. And she gets it to go. Lexi Gunner having a first half. And showing her skill. For the blue team, Trammell gets it blocked by Grigg. Story comes down with it. Finds Hayes. Hayes gets fouled. Sydney Hayes will be at the line. 1-1. Sydney Hayes out of Alexander Central.
Yeah, that's a big difference that you're going to see from the boys' game. There's 1-1. I haven't seen 1-1 in an All-Star game, and I've been doing this for a long time. I haven't seen 1-1 in an All-Star game ever. So,
Sydney Hayes averaged 9.8 points a game in her senior campaign.
I think I'm going to have to try to talk to the officials. Like, hey, there's some games tonight, the NCAA tournament. Like, we got to
Let's get some updates. You've got the Wi-Fi.
Oh, yeah,
I don't have the
it,
Wi-Fi on my. I couldn't get it to work on my phone. So you've got the scores.
Yes, I do have the scores.
Hayes gets the second shot. Played at Alexander Central for head coach John Presnell. They lost in the second round this year. Finished 20-8. White brings it down. Or check that. Katie Alexander brings it down, and then it goes out of bounds. It'll be blue team basketball. All of a sudden you look up, and it's a 12-point lead for the blue team. They've gone on a run here.
Yes.
Late in this first half. Had a mass sub.
They hit some
about
threes
30 seconds ago. We'll see if this crop of all-stars can keep it going. If you're a blue team fan or if you're a red team fan, then crawl back into this one, down 12. Katie Alexander. Kick it out to Liz Chapman. She's going to attempt. Wouldn't hit. And it's out of bounds. Going to go to the blue team. Liz Chapman out of Brevard.
And I've seen several of their of these young ladies coaches here. You know, like, and that's neat for them too, because they're done with school, but their coach, you know, came out to support them and see how they're doing.
Grigg with it.
Good steal.
Poked away. Zayla Spencer able to secure it. Find Hansen, step back three, air ball.
Good box out.
It was a good box out underneath. Was that Peyton Peters?
Peters
able to
box out, yeah.
Box it out and keep that one from being an offensive rebound for the blue team. Peyton Peters, Mick Peters, not mentioned her name much. Out of McDowell.
But she can shoot it with that left. She can really, really shoot it.
Underneath, we've got a jump ball and the possession arrow with the blue team.
Blue team ball.
Oh, we're going to have a 30-second timeout.
30-second timeout taken by the blue team.
Zach MacArthur.
See, that's another thing I've never seen in all timeouts.
Call a timeout. Something we have not done, and I promise this. Here's the All-Stars for each team. Mentioned there are 11 on each roster, so you get the line changes at the 5-minute mark, playing two 20-minute halves. .356 left of this first half. We've got some officials here. What are the refs or something? Rucks refs or something
Rucks
like
refs.
that.
Yeah,
are you familiar with them?
Yeah, yeah. One of the best officials around. Actually, I just said that loud because he's standing in front of me. He's standing in front of me in this AAU season now, and he's going to do a lot of my games. So,
Aubrey Griggs with the bucket.
2 points for the blue team.
Nice
And
move.
one. Elena Watkins. No, check that. That's going to be Katie Alexander.
Hesitation. Yes.
She'll be at the line for the and one. Katie Alexander out of Asheville Christian. She gets the bucket at the free throw line. Alexander averaged 7.7 points per game at a guard wing position for Coach John Williams. Just inside the arc, they're going to count the bucket.
Good shot.
Zayla Spencer.
Zayla Spencer.
They got the line for the and one. Liz Chapman going to pick up the foul. Or is it 21 or 12? Is Chapman out there? Yeah, there she is. 12 picked up the foul as Spencer couldn't get that one to go. It's going to be Chapman into the front court. Swing it over. Alexander lost control.
Good steal.
Pass intercepted. Mia Hansen. The Hendersonville Bearcats going to dish it out to the Smoky Mountain Lady Mustang. Into the corner it goes. Noble shot wouldn't go. The Maiden Blue Devil, and we've got a whistle and a tie-up. It's going to the red team. Bodies hitting the deck. We've got a whistle and a foul.
Oh, play.
Red team ball.
Coach calling the play out. See what they do.
And Alexander going to feed it in.
And it's funny, she called box. That's all they did was get into a box, and they threw the ball in.
Timber Thompson.
Love it.
Went to the hole. She got fouled. So the T.C. Robertson Lady Ram will be at the line.
Great call. That was a great call.
For the red team.
Thompson tying her shoe. She averaged 12 points per game. Misses the first. In her senior campaign with a 6'1" forward.
T.C. Robertson.
Playing for her head coach, Laura Foster.
Good defense.
Mia Hansen finds Spencer. Knocked away. Katie Alexander, coast to coast.
Katie Alexander once again getting the steal and turning it into 2 points for the red team.
Mia Hansen with it up top.
And there will be MVPs after both games as well.
One award they're giving out, MVP
Yep.
for
That's
the
it.
girls and MVP for the boys. And coming up here in a few moments, we're gonna
1-1.
it's a 1-1 opportunity. We're gonna have an interview with Jacob Senyo, who coordinates this entire shindig we've got going on tonight. First shot up and good for Mia Hansen. Provides a little insight onto what's going on here and what he does and how this was coordinated.
Yes.
The third annual WNC All-Star Game. Hansen and he able to get both.
And he has the heavy hitter in here. The gentleman sitting beside me, he's Mr. Basketball, youth basketball in North Carolina with Phenom Hoops Report. He's the one that if you ever thought about getting ranked or anything, he's the one that has to put eyes on you. So this is a pretty good event, if he's here.
See the gentleman sitting next to you?
Yes. Rick Lewis.
McPeters. And one for Peyton McPeters.
Peyton McPeters setting the bucket and drawing the foul.
The McDowell Lady Patriot will be at the line.
And the red team is making a nice little comeback right here. Got harmed right there, kept her concentration and put it in.
Got it to go. Did McPeters.
Anybody with a lefty stroke, it always looks like it's going in.
Late in the first half.
Hansen, step back. Timber Thompson crashing the boards, feeds it up court. McPeters feeds, and her teammate wasn't looking. Kennedy Noble.
Oh, good steal.
Collision, steal, Katie Alexander.
Kaylee Alexander, she is all over the place. Yes,
Timber Thompson.
Katie Alexander with the steal.
38-33. Red team is making a furious comeback to end this half. Grigg wouldn't go from beyond the arc, and it's out of bounds to the red team.
Katie Alexander
steals it away.
Look at her. And great pass. Finish right there.
We're down to just about 40 seconds left in this first half. Alexander has it. McPeters wouldn't go. Hansen grabbed the rebound. And it's Mia Hansen out of Hendersonville racing up court. 20 seconds left. Finds Hancock. Issues. She gives it back to Hansen. Liz Chapman with the defensive rebound. Chapman with 5 seconds left. Liz Chapman.
Oh, hero.
Wouldn't go, and that's going to do it. We're at the half here at the 3rd annual WNC All-Star Game in Swannanoa, North Carolina tonight at Warren Wilson College. 38-33, blue team with a slight edge
at the end of the first
here
half.
at the half.
It is the blue
It's going to be I believe about a 10-minute halftime. Both teams will talk things over. We will take a break here, and as I mentioned, with the final seconds rolling off the clock in that first half, had a chance to catch up with Jacob Sinio, who is coordinating this entire event, and we're going to hear from him coming up in just a few moments. Stay with us, fans. Hey fans, George Young here, joined by the head man for tonight's All-Star Game. Jacob Sinio joins us along with, who is this guy?
His name's Asa.
Asa is going to join us here. Hopefully he stays asleep while we're talking. Well, we've got this nice backdrop here, the rankings report, and Jacob did that just to spotlight the folks here in Western North Carolina, because you didn't think that they were getting a lot of attention. You also do nationwide stuff, but mainly now you're focusing right here in Western North Carolina.
Yes, sir. I feel like Western North Carolina is a little under-recruited. And so I want to put a platform out for players to get exposure and for college coaches to get some looks at them.
And one of the things that you have created, this is the 3rd annual Western North Carolina All-Star Game that we're here tonight live streaming. The red team versus the blue team tonight. Talk about the evolution of this game and the site here at Warren Wilson.
Yeah, well, you know, we wanted to have a place where they can play in front of college coaches. And, you know, Warren Wilson, I used to be a coach here. And Robin, the AD, was generous enough to let us have the All-Star Game here this year. So here we are. And we already have a location scheduled for next year. A D2 college has already asked for next year.
Oh, absolutely. That's fantastic. So there'll be a 2024 edition already of the WNC All-Star Game. Well, a lot of schools are represented, from really Hickory all the way to Murphy. Talk about the selection process. I followed your Instagram page. You've got a big following, about 6,000 followers on Instagram. So if you haven't already, rankings report, follow it on Instagram. You get a lot of reels. You get a lot of information on there, including some of the stuff that we're going to be doing tonight. I'm sure you'll have a lot of content up on your Instagram page. Talk about the selection process and how that came about.
Well, we were only looking for seniors. You know, last year and the previous years, we were tried to do freshmen, sophomores, and stuff like that, but it's not legal to do that. We got contacted last year, not allowed to do that, so it's just for seniors, and we try to get as many Western North Carolina schools that are in the 828 to represent. And, you know, the selection process is tons of film. We watch tons of film, talk to coaches, seeing who had offers, you know, who this would actually benefit the most.
And if somebody's watching student athlete at North Carolina High School tonight, maybe rewatching it, how do they get more exposure? Maybe their aspirations are to play at the next level.
Well, my thing is always, you know, create a Twitter account, make sure that you have all your information on there, your height, your GPA, and any highlight, any film or anything that you can put on there. You know, a lot of kids don't do that. And that's something that is starting to happen a lot more as well, too. So, the more that we can do that in Western North Carolina, and the more people can get exposure and get recruited out of this area.
And specifically tonight, the All-Star game is obviously to focus on this area and to get more exposure for the college coaches. I'm sure you're going to have some college coaches in the stands tonight, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, a couple of them have already reached out. I did a great job emailing, patting myself on the back a little bit. I shouldn't do that. But I've done, tried my best to make sure that there was college coaches in the right level for the athletes that are here.
And would you say that most of the guys and gals that are out here playing tonight that you're going to see here on a live stream are going to play at the next level?
Oh, yeah. I think a lot of them have an opportunity to, and some of them I've actually had a college coach ask me about a player that's playing here today to see if they would like to play that doesn't have an offer before the game even started. So
that's outstanding, and hopefully we'll follow these athletes as they go along at the next level. That's always satisfying, I know, for you, somebody who's promoted them, somebody who's been a coach. I know your son plays as well. That's got to be really gratifying, seeing these guys and gals go to the next level and excel.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Things have changed since I was in high school. I feel like this area is getting a lot better athletes, and it comes from the development from the high schools, the coaches, and the youth, the youth.
Well, Jacob, this is a fantastic event. Good luck throughout the rest of this game tonight, and then obviously in 2024, maybe we'll see you again.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys so much for being here.
That's Jacob Senyo. He's the guy that's organized this WNC All-Star Game, the third annual All-Star Game. Fans, stay with us. More to come.
Join Backlot Cinema and the Blue Ridge Bartram Trail Conservancy for Walking with Bartram, a section hike of the Bartram Trail through Georgia and North Carolina. Streaming now on YouTube and Facebook.
Welcome back, fans, as we tick the final few seconds of the halftime of the third annual WNC All-Star Game. Red team versus the blue team. Furious comeback by the red team late in that first half to cut into that lead. 38-33 is where we stand here at the half. George Young, Tony Christie, our fantastic FPSN crew, including Philip Angel and Jacob Scradish on cameras, and our executive producer is Clinton Taylor. Checking the scoreboard for the NCAA tournament, Kansas and Arkansas are locked in a pretty good one in the second half. Kansas up by 10 at 44-34. And Princeton over Missouri, 33-19. That one is in the first half, but we're heading down to under 3 minutes left in that first half. Of course, you probably have already seen, Duke lost to Kentucky earlier today.
Yes. Messed up my bracket, but my coach won.
Did you see? Did you see yesterday after Fairleigh Dickinson
Yeah.
won? Nobody had them. 20 million brackets were busted.
Yes.
No perfect bracket.
No.
On the ESPN
and
bracket
you know what's
challenge.
funny? I've actually played game in there in high school. The the Adidas ABCD camp is held at Fairleigh Dickinson. And when I saw it, I was like, I should just pick them just because I played a game there. And if I would have, I definitely would have made money in the pool. But I'm not. I can't. So I'm like out now.
Right.
Duke lost, and yeah.
Both teams are back out of the locker room. We're just about ready to get this second half underway. 20-minute halves is what they are playing here in this All-Star game. We'll see the same lineup that we saw at the end of that first half for both teams, it appears. We'll start this second half. We saw the red team really come back, make a furious comeback.
Yes.
After trailing double digits, they cut it to single digits to end that first half. It'll be the blue team that'll have the opening possession.
The gym is actually standing room only now.
Well, they're going to have to go to a bigger facility, and that's, if you just heard Jacob Senio talking about, they're going to move it next year, and they're going to be moving it to another facility, a Division II college. I know what the college is, but I'm not sure he wants it to be released, so I won't say it. But you told me earlier, Tony, but it's close to here, a little north of here, that they'll be moving it to next year. So they'll have a little bit bigger facility. Only one side of the gym has stands. If they had two sides, it would be plenty big.
And the baskets are still down, so.
Oh, yeah. I see the baskets now. You're right.
That's some more seating.
Thompson couldn't get it to go. Deep three. Story. Top of the key. Katie Story. For the High-Bright Lady Panther. 41-33. First points of the second half. It's Katie Alexander trying to answer for the red team. That one wouldn't go, and it's Story grabbing the rebound. Hayes.
Back to back.
Sydney Hayes. Alexander Central.
The beginning of the second half.
Kristen Watt.
And the red team firing back with a three of their own.
And that's what you're supposed to do in an all-star game. If they make a three, you make a three. If someone dunks the ball, you dunk the ball.
Story tries to answer and can't. Watt with the board. Kirsten Watt. Into the corner. Another three. Up and good. This time it's Macy White out of Asheville Christian.
So back-to-back by the blue team and then back-to-back by the red team.
We have had more threes made in this first 2 minutes. We had, I believe, the entire first half. Out of bounds. It's going to be a turnover. Or is it going to stay with the blue team?
Yes.
It will. It's going to stay with the blue team. Destiny Hicks gets it in to Story. She thought about it. They kick it up top. Gunner attempts. Can't hit. White with the board. She has it. Into the corner. Got to swing it.
Nice move.
Alexander to the hole. Got fouled. Katie Alexander walking a little gingerly. She may have come down and turned her ankle. She's going to head to the line for 2 shots. Katie Alexander out of Asheville Christian. First shot wouldn't go. Second shot up and good.
Katie Alexander turning into a 3-point game.
43-40 is the 3-point lead for the blue team. They've got control of it, and Destiny Hicks got to find Katie Story. Pulls up. Story can't get it. Long board. Fought for. White comes out with it. White open. off the mark.
She hesitated and let it come off the side of her hand there. She just shot it when she felt she should shoot.
Katie Story. That's an air ball. I think both teams are just trying to one-up each other at this point.
Yeah, that's what all-star games are. That's what I was trying to figure out when it was going to happen, because that's what it – in the boys' game, you're definitely going to see it. You definitely see it. Nice left.
Alexander off the glass.
Alexander,
1 point lead now for the blue team.
Katie Alexander, she's been must watch.
Stewart wouldn't go. Wyke down court.
Ooh,
nice move.
Step through.
Macy Wyke with the J.
Macy White working the paint for 2 points.
And the red team takes a lead here in the second half for the first time. After being down double digits in that first half.
Yes.
Fought all the way back and taken a 1-point edge and a turnover. Katie Story was backing down, lost control of it. And it's Alexander into the front court. She kicks it out. McPeters wouldn't go. Offensive board. Alexander.
Good pass.
Timber Thompson will be at the line.
Timber Thompson drawing the foul. Going to the line for 2.
Katie Alexander, make sure she's putting her stamp on this game. First one was good.
Shot up and good. Aubrey Grigg checks in as Landon Stewart takes a seat for the blue team. Second shot up and good for Timber Thompson.
Timber Thompson making it a 3-point lead for the red team.
Katie Story. We'll stay with the blue team. Story with it. Working on Watt, kicks it out. Grigg wouldn't go. Rebound Macy White. Knocked away from her. Out of bounds off of a blue team member. I believe it was Destiny Hicks that slapped it out of Macy White's hands. White has it. The ACA product. Steps up. Jacks can't hit. Offensive rebound. Timber Thompson gets position. Gets blocked. Got her own block shot. Grigg blocked the shot. Watt gives it up. Baseline jumper, no, for Thompson. Another offensive rebound. Alexander lost it. We'll say last touch by a blue team member. We're going to get wholesale substitutions now. Just about the 5-minute mark.
Stay with the red team.
As the red team and the blue team will get a line change. 5 new players into the game. It's the way that they have done it throughout the evening. If you just joined us at the 5-minute mark, they'll change who is on the floor to get everybody equal playing time. That's the key in these games. You want to showcase your talent. When you're out there, obviously, it's your responsibility, but you want to make sure everybody gets even playing field.
Enough time to get out there and show what you can do a little bit.
Trammell, her shot blocked out of bounds by Aubrey Grigg.
But I can tell you, with this score being this close, these coaches are going to try to win this game in a little while.
Liz Chapman lost control. Zayla Spencer, the Smoky Mountain, drives into the front court. She gives it up. It's Grigg getting position. Grigg off the glass.
Nice take.
Aubrey
Grigg out of East Burke, the Lady Cavalier. Wild shot underneath. Watkins, no. Another offensive rebound, and we've got a whistle. And is it a foul or a tie-up? Going to be a foul.
Spin up and under.
Blue team will give the red team the ball.
Good footwork right there. Another play.
Desta Trammell.
Nice.
Count it and one.
Desta Trammell working through the whole defense. For 2 points and the opportunity for one more.
The Robbinsville Lady Knights
Crossover.
with the moves. And you've got to have moves like that when you average 23 points a game at the high school level.
And probably being one of the smallest ones on the court.
5'3".
That's the third.
That's generous.
Play.
Yes. She had the big shoes on
that day, yes.
A couple of socks, too.
Good
Pass
steal.
intercepted. Rosalind McCollum gives it up to Liz Chapman. The Lady Blue Devil from Brevard will find Trammell. She pulls up. In and out. Spencer with the rebound.
You know what? This is actually a good high school game.
Yeah, very exciting. A lot of action.
Yeah, a lot of action because the players are so good.
Yeah, a lot of intensity.
Yes.
Sometimes you don't see that in all-star games. Desta Trammell kicks it out. It's a 3. Off the mark for Liz Chapman. Saved out of bounds. She was on the end line, according to the baseline official, as Kirsten Watt out of Asheville trying to save it.
Full court press.
Kennedy Noble, yeah. Didn't see that much in an all-star game.
No.
It's Grigg, 3, no. Offensive rebound. Noble underneath shot, no. Red team off to the races. EP Sluter and right in front of us.
You know what?
Knock it out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, they're playing extremely hard. I played in the All-Star game in Europe, and there was a lot of money on the line for the winning team. So, from the beginning we started playing like it's a good shot.
Desta Trammell for 3. Well, when there's money on the line.
Yeah, like that's how they're playing.
You can draw blood.
That's how they're playing. They're playing like that.
Well, there's coaches in the stands. There could be some money on the line now.
Exactly.
For the NIL.
NIL, different things, yes.
Almost 13 minutes left in this second half. Of course, we'll have the boys' game in about 10 minutes after the conclusion of this girls' game. And I know on a lot of the literature and social media posts said an 8 o'clock start. It looks like the boys' game will be underway a lot earlier than 8 o'clock. Mm-hmm. They will have some awards they'll hand out at the conclusion of this girls' game. Rosalind McCollum gets position, can't get the bucket to go. Up court, Noble pulls up. Fight for the board. Hancock fights for it, grabs it, gives it up. Grigg, top of the key. And it's out of bounds. Going to stay with the blue team.
Blue team ball.
Spencer looks to get it in. She does. It's Hanson with it.
Ball staying with the blue team.
Spencer inbound. Very high scoring game, too. We're at 52-46.
Uh-huh.
We've seen a bunch of girls basketball over the years, Tony, and some nights you don't break 40.
Right.
Either team.
And, even though they're all seniors, these are the best seniors from West North Carolina. Some of the best. Some aren't playing because of injury and, some couldn't come. But this, for the most part, these are the best ones. So, I'm not surprised that they're scoring like this. I'm surprised if they're actually playing defense, though.
Yeah, that's usually
That's
what's lacking.
usually what lacks, but
in all-star
they're trying to play defense. Hence the 1-and-1s.
McCollum for 3. Rosalind McCollum adds that red team lead now at 9, 55-46. Hanson dribbles, feeds underneath. Another offensive rebound. Grigg gives it up. Noble got the roll.
2 points for the blue team. Kennedy Noble.
Kennedy Noble, the maiden Lady Blue Devil, makes it a 55-48 red team advantage. Desta Trammell kicks it out to the hole. Nice move. EP Sluter.
EP Sluter.
TC Robertson.
2 points for the red team. Putting them up 9.
Lady Ram gives the red team a 9-point lead at 57-48. And Sluter, harassing defense, knocks it out of bounds. They're going to whistle a foul on Sluter. She goes to the hole there in the replay.
I'm about to say one of the easier layups we've seen tonight.
Hansen feeds. Grigg is going to, they're going to say it's a jump ball. I was waiting for the traveling violation. Possession arrow is going to stay with the blue team.
Blue team ball.
Hansen, running shot, no. Board off to Sluter. Sluter lost control of it. We're talking about the defense.
Yes.
Definitely they have turned it up, both teams, here in this second half.
Good rebound.
Watt underneath. Grab the rebound. McCollum now saves it. Sluter open, 3. No. Another offensive rebound. Chapman. That one wouldn't go. To have a line change. Next dead ball. Hancock. We've got a whistle and a foul. It's going to send Carly Hancock to the line.
Blue team go to the line for 2.
2 shots coming up for Hancock. That's a close one with Kansas and Arkansas.
Yes, it's a 2-point game with Kansas and Arkansas.
10 minutes left.
Correct.
Here's a line change for both teams.
The Princeton one is the one that's, 33-26 right
At
now.
the half.
Yes.
33-26, Princeton with the lead over Missouri. And she got the roll on the second.
Carly Hancock.
And Carla
knocking
Hancock.
down both free throws, making it a 7-point game.
Glad you're with us, or if you're watching the replay, we appreciate you giving us a click.
Oh.
This Saturday night, a lot of basketball going on. It's short for Peyton McPeters. And the blue team off to the races. Underneath, knocked away. Peters slapped it away.
Alexander with a good
Block,
pass.
wouldn't go.
Wow.
Katie Alexander with the dish, but couldn't be finished by Kirsten Watt. Fight for it. And it's a jump ball. And possession arrow to the red team.
The red team will win the jump ball.
Okay.
Alexander with some nifty dribbling.
Yes. Like this is, yes, that's what you see how everyone in the crowd, yeah, that's what they came for. They came for that type of stuff. It's an all-star game. Throw it behind your back. Put it between your legs.
Alexander.
Good rebound.
Watt with the board. Slapped away from her underneath.
Arkansas has a lead now.
Bill Self's not on the sidelines, is he?
No, he's not.
Still battling some health issues.
Yes.
A lot of folks thought that Kansas
Good take. Oh,
Kansas was going to repeat. Of course, a lot of game left, but
yeah.
we'll see. Destiny Hicks brings it down. Deep 3. Story, no.
Oh,
She got the rebound and was bumped from behind. Foul on the red team.
Foul on the red team will give the blue team the ball.
Katie Story with it. Stolen away. Alexander. Blocked. White picks it up. Gives it up. McPeters can't get it to go. Story in the trees and knocked out of bounds.
7-point
foul.
game.
Yes, they did. They whistled a foul on the red team underneath.
Blue team ball after a foul by the red team.
Destiny Hicks dribbles, gives it up, slapped away. Stays with the blue team. Story.
Oh, wow.
The blow by.
Yes. And the finish. Oh, my goodness. I thought there was no way that was going to go get up to the basket, let alone go in.
Alexander feeding White, knocked away. Story. Under 8 minutes left in this All-Star game. That one wouldn't go. From deep by Sidney Hayes. And the red team, Katie Alexander, has it slapped away. Story feeds up court. Tough pass. And Lexi Gunner couldn't secure it.
Red team ball.
Yeah, Katie Story, she wants that one back because that's a pass. You should definitely just throw it right to. Her layup, oh my goodness, especially for someone being that that height to get through all those people and then have it all the way down by your ankle, by your waist and put it in. That's a pretty amazing layup right there.
Macy White, the ACA senior, will kick it over. McPeters now underneath it goes. Thompson fighting for position,
nice.
Goes up. Timber Thompson with the bucket.
Timber Thompson working the defenders for 2 points.
Averaged 12 points a game at T.C. Robertson at her senior campaign. Hayes feeds underneath. It's intercepted. Timber Thompson there. Going to find Katie Alexander as we approach 7 minutes left in an exciting All-Star game. These two teams have exchanged blows. This second half has been entertaining as it's settled in. The defense has really ratcheted up. Thompson. Cross-court pass. And they'll say last touch by our red team member.
Ball goes to the blue team.
Peters went off of her. Katie Story kicks it over. Lexi Gunner to the hole. Harshly blocked. Blue team got the rebound. And it went out of bounds, or was it a foul? Looks like a foul on red.
Foul on the red team will give the blue team the ball.
Inbounds pass picked up by Story, and she can't get it to go short.
She definitely got fouled.
Watt, no doubt. Underneath, White, no. White slapped it away. And last touched by Macy White. So it stays with the blue team. We're at Warren Wilson College tonight in Swannanoa, North Carolina. I'm George Young along with Tony Christie. Fantastic Franklin Panther Sports Network crew of Clinton Taylor, executive producer. Philip Angel on one of our cameras. Jacob Scrattish on her other camera. Corner 3, Gunner got it. Lexi Gunner out of North Henderson with the trifecta. And it's just a 4-point lead now for Red. White tries to answer. She can't. It's Katie Story bringing it up. So we approach another line change. Another turnover. Fight for it, and a foul coming up. On who? Going against Kirsten Watt for the red team. So we'll have a line change. Both teams getting 5 new girls
the blue team the ball.
onto the floor. Katie Story gets her pocket picked.
Good steal.
Desta Trammell and then Story guarding her down court will get picked up.
Foul on the blue team will give the red team the ball.
They are counting fouls here, but they're not putting it up on the scoreboard. And we did have 1-1 in that first half,
Yes,
so we'll
yes,
see.
we did.
We're getting near for both.
Yeah, so definitely be a 1-1 again.
Hicks. She'll be at the line. Destiny Hicks. 2 shots coming up for the blue team.
Hicks drawing the foul. Going to the line for 2.
The East Rutherford Lady Cavalier hits the first. Averaging 10.3 points per game in her senior season. She hits both of them. 59-57.
Cuts it down to a 3-point game.
Desta Trammell into the front court.
And those point guards are going at it right now.
Sluter kicks it up to Trammell. And Lady Knight swings it over. Sluter. 3, good. The Lady Ram, T.C. Robertson with the trifecta. 62-57 and then almost a turnover up top. Mia Hansen has it. Hansen with the floater.
Ooh. This team is winning.
Trammell kicks it out. McCollum 3. Rebound by Gunner for the blue team. Under 4 minutes left.
Good pass.
Story gives it up. Landon Stewart.
Landon Stewart finding the open lane for 2 points.
3-point game.
62-59. Watkins, no. Almost grabbed her own missed shot. Gunner brings it down.
All the way.
Couldn't get it to go. Offensive board and a stick back. Landon Stewart.
Landon Stewart.
Ask your boy Jacob.
2 points.
Yes.
Is there overtime?
1-point game with 3 minutes left.
Don't put that jinx out there. Nice move.
Desta Trammell will find Watt. Over to Sluter. Approaching 3 minutes left. 1 point a game here. 1 point lead for the red team. Three off the mark for Desta Trammell. Fight for it. It's out of bounds off of Rosalind McCollum. It'll be blue team basketball. Going to get a sub in for the red team and Katie Alexander.
Blue team ball.
Alexander going to check in for Elena Watkins. Also flying into the game, Timber Thompson.
Yes, and this is what I was talking about before. Remember how they were 5-5? There's 2:50 left. They're trying to win the game.
Liz Chapman takes a seat. Timber Thompson in. Hicks will be at the line. Destiny Hicks out of East Rutherford High School will shoot 2 with 2:36 left in a 1 point game.
Destiny Hicks will go to the line.
It's a 1-1 situation. They're signaling now. Got the first. We're tied at 62.
No, make this.
They just put the
Actually
wrong.
put on. That's what I thought. That's what I was wondering.
Now they fixed it, but it should be 62-62, right? They didn't take.
Just put it to 63.
Yes,
keep it moving.
All right. Now it's fixed. Now they fix it. And a turnover. 63-62.
1-point lead, 2 minutes under
The blue
30
team has
left in the game.
retaken the lead. 2:28 left.
Man, all these close games in the NCAA tournament, I guess it must have, it must have spilled over to this All-Star game.
We got another whistle. And another foul going against the red team. So we got a 1-and-1 opportunity for Katie Story, a Lady Panther out of Highbright, and Lenore. Played for head coach Maury Patterson. Finished 23-5 this season. First shot up and good. Second shot for Story. That one's off the mark. Rebound picked up Rosalind McCollum. Quickly gives it up. Alexander down court. Call out the offense. Kick it over. 3. Off the mark. Sluter couldn't get it. Alexander brings it up quickly. Minute 52 left. Alexander hits the deck, and she'll be at the line.
And Alexander, she had no shot of making a basket. She was trying to get to the free throw line that whole time.
So chance to tie the game.
Katie Alexander once again going to the line.
Alexander, the ACA product, played for head coach John Williams. First shot up and good. Liz Chapman back in for the red team. E.P. Sluter takes a seat. Alexander's second shot, can't get it to go. Landon Stewart with the rebound.
A 1-point game.
Blue team.
Blue team up by 1.
Mia Hansen up top. Fine Story. See if they drain some clock. Now they've got the 5-second call.
It's about to be 5. Oh,
And now whistling a timeout. 5-second clock, I should have said. I said call on the clock.
Story didn't realize it. Yeah, Story didn't realize it, but the coach did. That's why he called the timeout.
We've got a timeout on the floor. NCAA tournament update. 5 minutes left, and Kansas is up by 3.
Up 3 points. And Princeton, Missouri right now is 40-28.
And that's Princeton on top. That's in the second half.
Yes.
Wow.
Actually, I want to switch to that game. See what's going on in that game.
There's a minute 28 left in this girls all-star game. And we've got a 1-point ball game with the blue team up 64-63. Strategy now down the stretch for Coach McCarthy and Coach Whitaker. Two coaches, their respective benches. Katie Story pulls up, can't get it to go. Red team down a point. Liz Chapman with it. Over to Alexander. Kicks it out. It's Chapman for 3. Rebound secured Mia Hansen. Hansen going to be fouled by Katie Alexander. The boys are going to tip probably about 7:45. There's more fans coming in because they anticipate an 8 o'clock start.
Yes.
There's no seats left in this facility.
Yes. You might as well just start it.
They may start standing behind us. We're standing room only behind us on the wall back over here. Mia Hansen hits the first. One more for the Lady Bearcat in Hendersonville. They got it to go. Played for head coach Stephen Rogers. Had one of the best seasons they have had in a long time at Hendersonville this year. They lost in the second round of the playoffs. Mia averaged 16.3 points a game. Alexander off the glass. Back to a 1-point lead. Liz Chapman
Still
able to steal it in the backcourt and a tie up.
Which way is it going? Red?
We can't see the possession
red.
arrow. It's red
ball.
Red basketball. A whistle and a timeout called by head coach Amanda Whitaker. And the red team,
30-second timeout
they
taken
want
by the red
to
team.
strategize here with 45.6 seconds left. Down a point, 66-65. You got to love it. In an all-star game.
Yes, in an all-star game, 1 point all-star game. Yeah, you got to love it. It's when they're playing this hard, you really don't want to see any of them lose, because in an all-star game, in all-star games, you never see young players play this hard, and you just want to keep it going. And hopefully the boys come out and they've been watching this and they actually play a game too as well, because sometimes in the boys it can get a little sloppy. Next thing you know, the score is 155 to 170. So like I do not want to see that. No, I might even turn off the lights if that starts happening.
The red team has an opportunity here to take the lead. As Desta Trammell out of Robbinsville.
See what they got. See what they drew up.
And that center jump circle.
Oh,
Trammell splits a couple of defenders. Gets fouled. So Desta Trammell will be at the line. Try to give the red team
Desta Trammell going to the line
lead.
again.
At least tie it. She can hit one of two. 5'3" point guard. Played for head coach Lucas Ford. Can't hit the first. Robbinsville had a fantastic season. They lost in the regional final to Bishop McGuinness, their eventual state champion. Lost 41-30. And Robbinsville finished 21-9 overall. Desta Trammell, one more opportunity to try to tie it. She does.
Desta Trammell ties it up. 30 seconds left.
Trying to trap. Katie Story just going to drain some clock now.
Oh my goodness!
Got to come up and
this is
and guard.
This is like a real game. This is about to be an overtime.
Jacob, got a question for
Somebody
you.
Somebody needs to go to the hole and get fouled. Go to the hole and get fouled. Please go to the hole and get fouled. Do not shoot a three-pointer.
Katie Story lost control, hits the deck, out of bounds. 3 seconds left, and we've got a whistle and a timeout.
Full timeout taken by the
Going to be
blue
a
team.
full timeout by the blue team. Jacob's attention over here. Are we going to have overtime, really? That's the question. I don't think that's been discussed. Are we going to go overtime?
Sudden death.
Sudden death.
Sudden death.
Okay.
Yes. Makes it a little bit better. Okay. So, yes, it'll be.
That wasn't discussed. We didn't think about this possibility of overtime.
No. In an all-star game. No way. No way.
And a huge shout out to Russ Russ.
Well, coming up about 10 to 15 minutes after this one. Yeah, it's in the books. Yep.
Yes, the All-Star game I did play, and we did go to overtime.
Did go overtime, all right.
Yes, but we were, it went to overtime.
It was a little odd.
I thought about it, yes, because I remember two guys had 40 points, and I was like, how did they have 40 points? Yes, we went to overtime.
At the conclusion of this one, we'll have some awards handed out, and then we'll have about a 10-minute, 15-minute intermission, and we'll have the boys' game, which it's almost 7:30 now.
I'm interested in seeing the stats on this game right here.
The blue team has possession. In it goes. Hansen won't go. And that's the end of regulation.
We have overtime.
Everybody's kind of looking around.
Like,
what are we doing? What are we going to do?
What are we doing?
Now, Jacob Senyo is going to come out and talk to his
now,
refs.
After a time, regular time, we'll be going into a 2-minute overtime.
Okay, we're going to have a 2-minute overtime.
Went from sudden death to 2 minutes.
2-minute overtimes here.
Oh, it's 2 minutes, and then I think it's sudden death.
Okay. All right.
So, strategy. I'll give you some strategy. Go to the hole. Just like at the end. Go to the hole. Because obviously these officials, they've actually been calling a great game. It's strange. This is the best game all season. But go to the hole, make sure you get fouled, and make a free throw.
It's easy to call a good game when you have some talent. You have the confident players out.
Correct. So an official told me one time, official told me one time, he said, the better the guards, the better the game.
Yeah.
So if you have good ball handling guards, the game should flow very well. And in this game, you definitely have good ball handling guards.
So we're going to have 1 2-minute overtime. If it's still tied, we'll have another 2-minute overtime. And then after that, I don't know, we're going to play horse or something. I don't know what's going to happen. Overtime number 1 is underway. It is the red team with the opening possession. Liz Chapman slings it over. Sluter pulls up.
Game
Got
time.
it.
I guess they are playing 2 minutes. I thought that was. I like the over. I like the sudden death thing better.
Whoever scores first.
Whoever scores first.
Oh man, I'd like to see that.
Yes. Good D.
Hansen lost it, got it back. Gunner with it. Swings it over. Baseline jumper, good. Landon Stewart. J.C. Reynolds Rockets ties it at 68. Sluter finds McCollum, kicks it out. Watt, 3, got it.
The pass.
Well, check that. Elena Watkins, 10 on 11. Elena Watkins out of East Rutherford. 71-68. Gunner tries to answer. She can't. Watt into the front court. Will find Sluter. Sluter swings it over. Watkins, 3, in and out. Stewart with the rebound for the blue team, and will quickly give it up to Story. Story kicks it out. 3, in and out for Hayes.
Good rebound by McCollum.
1 and done for the blue team. We've got a whistle, and we've got a timeout on the floor.
Timeout on the floor.
So the red team leads in the first overtime frame, 71-68.
71-68.
And again, fans, after the conclusion, we'll have the MVP of the girls All-Star game. And then we'll have the boys come out, and they'll get warmed up. And they will get to action about 10 or 15 minutes after the conclusion of this boys game, or the girls game rather. The boys game will start here at Warren Wilson College, home of the Owls here in Swannanoa. You see the fans standing. It's standing room only on the walls behind us because there's no stands on the side that we're on. Our camera's on the opposite side, the main camera, and there are no seats over there. There's a couple of seats behind the goals that I don't know if they can't be raised or they just were not raised or moved. You can't really see. There's no reason to sit there if you can't see. 34 seconds left of the first overtime period.
Okay, I just did the voting for the MVP.
Oh,
yes, that's
great.
what that was going on.
You can let me know who you voted for after we get off the air.
Okay.
We'll see if your MVP wins. I'll say that.
I'll be shocked if it doesn't.
Watt got fouled. So Kirsten Watt will be at the line.
Kirsten Watt going to the line for the red team.
2 shots for Kirsten Watt out of Asheville. Hits the first. Good. Asheville had a great season as well. Yes. One of their best in a long, long time. 24-3. Lost in the second round. Second shot wouldn't go. Blue team with a board, and it's Destiny Hicks. Into the front court it goes. Hansen. Down to 22 seconds left. Hansen. Double dribble. Mia Hansen will turn it over with a double dribble. 72-68. First overtime frame, and we've got another whistle. And we've got another foul. And more shots coming up for E.P. Sluter. Sluter will make it a 5-point lead for the red team. And she got the second to go.
That's making it a 6-point
Got to
game.
jack some threes now.
Yes.
And a timeout.
Timeout.
Coach Zach MacArthur out of McDowell
30-second timeout. Taking
call a 30-second
14.5 seconds
timeout,
left.
down 6. You've got to get
It is
2
the red
possessions
team.
Yeah.
if you can hit the 3 here on this side of the court. 14.5 seconds left. Red team in great position to secure a victory here in the 3rd annual WNC All-Star Basketball Night at Warren Wilson College.
Yes.
We really do appreciate you tuning in. We got more basketball coming up, as we mentioned a couple times. Boys game, we'll follow this one.
There's so many people. There's people standing behind us.
Yeah, I was talking about that when you were voting about how there's standing room only
Standing
behind
room
us.
only, for real. And you know what's amazing? They are definitely here for their kids because, you know why? No one has a phone in front of them watching this
Well, they have
tied
no
game.
service.
Oh, yeah, they don't have service. Oh, okay, there you go.
There's no service.
I'm one of
You
the
got
only,
Wi-Fi.
I'm one of the only ones that has Wi-Fi. Okay.
That's
there you
right. You were able to get on the Wi-Fi here at Warren Wilson. Story running shot. Got it.
2 points for Katie Story.
And a quick whistle will send Watt to the line.
And just to update right now, 67-67 with 23.7 left.
For 2.
Arkansas, Kansas. Wow.
Yes, tied.
First shot up and good for Kirsten Watt. So number 1 seed on the ropes.
Yep. And he just made that free throw. 68-67.
Wow. This one's pretty much in the books here.
6-point game for the red team.
Story, 3. Got it. That'll do it.
With a big 3 to end the game.
Congratulations to the red team under the direction of Amanda Whitaker as they win this All-Star game in
And after the end
overtime.
of the overtime,
I tell you,
it is the red team.
what you want in an All-Star game is a
Yes.
competitive game. You want some
Yes.
defense played.
Right.
You want a lot of intensity, and that's what we've gotten.
You know what's funny? Rick Lewis, he just tapped me earlier when I went to go vote. He says he tweeted out, you know, maybe the girls play harder. He said because this is a game,
Yeah.
and this was actually one of the most impressive All-Star games I've ever seen by some high school players.
So, we're going to have a picture taken here. Got to get the picture. Got to get them all in there. All the assistants and the head coaches, both the blue and the red teams. We'll take a picture, and it'll be all over Instagram.
Oh, it'll be all over social media. That's Jacob Sinio. He's good with because it's, ranking reports for a lot of people that don't know. Ranking reports, they do a lot for Western North Carolina, getting people out, getting the kids out, their names out there, so coach can see.
We will have the announcement of the MVP. And it looks like it's going to be Katie Alexander that will win the girls' MVP. We'll announce it here. By the way, Arkansas is up now 70-67. 16 seconds left.
And your Western North Carolina All-Star Girls Game MVP, number 21, from Asheville Christian Academy, Katie Alexander.
Katie Alexander wins the MVP award. But again, she's going to get a lot of pictures. A lot of Instagram time. Katie Alexander out of Asheville Christian Academy. She averaged 7.7 points per game, and it's safe to say that she had more points in this ball game
Yes.
And her average of 7.
Yeah, I'd like to see how many she had, because it was impressive. A lot of steals, too. She had rebounds, everything. Played a total game.
So they will clear the court here. And we'll get the boys' action coming up here in just a few moments. They've got 20 minutes up on the clock. Do you want to keep going? Okay. But if we're going to sign off of this one, or we're going to keep the stream going. So we're going to keep it on this post. So if you're watching on a television, you don't have to find our post again and then cast it. By the way, we're watching the end of the Arkansas-Kansas NCAA second-round game. 8 seconds left, and Arkansas is up 70-67. Eric Musselman, head coach. Of course, Bill Self not on the sidelines. They're in a timeout now,
yes.
And the number 1 seed is in trouble.
Young man, he's going to the free throw line. He's going to shoot 2 shots with 8 seconds left, down 3. 2 shots. Most of the time, you make the first. Make the first. I don't know if you make the second. It's one of those things. Do you make the second? But, definitely make the first. If he can make the first, then you have some options. So he made the first. Let's see, you can make the second and then make the second, then, try to get a good trap.
The boys are out. They are starting to warm up here.
Yes.
And so we're going to take a brief break here. We'll hear from Jacob Sinyo, who's right in front of us. We interviewed him before the game in the basement. That's a joke. It was just the lighting was bad, and we looked like we were in the basement, but we're not actually. But Jacob Sinyo organized this event, the WNC All-Star Basketball Game, the 3rd annual, and talked about how this all came about and some of the future plans for the rankings report and the WNC All-Star Game. So you see the clock ticking up there.
You hear it dunking.
18 minutes, just about 18 and a half minutes until we'll get the boys' game underway. So we're going to take a break here, but don't go away. We'll be back here in just a few moments. Hey fans, George Young here, joined by the head man for tonight's All-Star Game. Jacob Sinyo joins us along with, who is this guy?
His name's Asa.
Asa is going to join us here, and hopefully he stays asleep while we're talking. Well, we've got this nice backdrop here, the rankings report, and Jacob did that just to spotlight the folks here in Western North Carolina, because you didn't think that they were getting a lot of attention. You also do nationwide stuff, but mainly now you're focusing right here in Western North Carolina.
Yes, sir. I feel like Western North Carolina is a little under-recruited. And so I want to put a platform out for players to get exposure and for college coaches to get some looks at them.
And one of the things that you have created, this is the 3rd annual Western North Carolina All-Star Game that we're here tonight live streaming. The red team versus the blue team tonight. Talk about the evolution of this game and the site here at Warren Wilson.
Yeah, well, we wanted to have a place where they can play in front of college coaches. And, Warren Wilson, I used to be a coach here. And Robin, the AD, was generous enough to let us have the All-Star Game here this year. So here we are. And we already have a location scheduled for next year. A D2 college has already asked for next year.
Oh, Absolutely. That's fantastic. So there'll be a 2024 edition already of the WNC All-Star Game. Well, a lot of schools are represented from really Hickory all the way to Murphy. Talk about the selection process. I followed your Instagram page. You've got a big following, about 6,000 followers on Instagram. So if you haven't already, Rankings Report, follow it on Instagram. You get a lot of reels. You get a lot of information on there, including some of the stuff that we're going to be doing tonight. I'm sure you'll have a lot of content up on your Instagram page. Talk about the selection process and how that came about.
Well, we were only looking for seniors. Last year and the previous years, we tried to do freshmen, sophomores, and stuff like that, but it's not legal to do that. We got contacted last year, not allowed to do that, so it's just for seniors, and we try to get as many Western North Carolina schools that are in the 828 to represent. The selection process is tons of film. We watch tons of film, talk to coaches, seeing who had offers, who this would actually benefit the most.
And if somebody's watching student athlete at North Carolina High School tonight, maybe rewatching it, how do they get more exposure? Maybe their aspirations are to play at the next level.
Well, my thing is always, create a Twitter account, make sure that you have all your information on there, your height, your GPA, and any highlight, any film or anything that you can put on there. A lot of kids don't do that. And that's something that is starting to happen a lot more as well, too. So, the more that we can do that in Western North Carolina, and the more people can get exposure and get recruited out of this area.
And specifically tonight, the All-Star Game is obviously to focus on this area and to get more exposure for the college coaches. I'm sure you're going to have some college coaches in the stands tonight, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, a couple of them have already reached out. I did a great job emailing, patting myself on the back a little bit. I shouldn't do that. But I've done, tried my best to make sure that there was college coaches in the right level for the athletes that are here.
And would you say that most of the guys and gals that are out here playing tonight that you're going to see here on a live stream are going to play the next level?
Oh, yeah. I think a lot of them have an opportunity to, and some of them I've actually had a college coach ask me about a player that's playing here today to see if they would like to play that doesn't have an offer before the game even started. So
that's outstanding, and hopefully we'll follow these athletes as they go along at the next level. That's always satisfying. I know for you, somebody who's promoted them, somebody who's been a coach. I know your son plays as well. That's got to be really gratifying, seeing these guys and gals go to the next level and excel.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Things have changed since I was in high school. I feel like this area is getting a lot better athletes, and it comes from the development from the high schools, the coaches, and the youth, the youth.
Well, Jacob, this is a fantastic event. Good luck throughout the rest of this game tonight, and then obviously in 2024, maybe we'll see you again.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys so much for being here.
That's Jacob Senyo. He's the guy that's organized this WNC All-Star Game, the third annual All-Star Game. Fans, stay with us. More to come.
Join Backlot Cinema and the Blue Ridge Bartram Trail Conservancy for Walking with Bartram, a section hike of the Bartram Trail through Georgia and North Carolina. Streaming now on YouTube and Facebook. We are Dalton's Christian Bookstore, North Carolina's largest Christian bookstore. We offer a wide range of gifts and apparel. Children will find a world of fun to explore in our interactive kids section. Dalton's has a huge inventory of Christian literature, including Bibles in all translations. Dalton's, your destination for inspiration.
We welcome you back inside Warren Wilson College's gymnasium here in Swannanoa, North Carolina, as we get set for the boys all-star game. See some fans filing into the far side. There's no seats on the side that we're located.
No.
George Young, Tony Christie, about 8 minutes until we'll get to the boys action. Exciting girls action.
Yeah.
If you just joined us, hopefully we'll see the same intensity and the same level of competition that we saw from the girls here in the boys game.
Yes, you will. You'll see that, plus a lot of flair, because the boys are definitely going to come through, and they're going to try to, as you can tell from this layup line, I've seen balls banging all over the place. I've seen guys jumping, heads at the rim. So it's going to be the guys are going to show off their athleticism. There's probably going to be some deep threes, some real deep threes, and back and forth. That's what I expect, for the most part. If a guy makes a three in someone's eye, I guarantee someone's going to come down to the other team and try to do the exact same thing. Like a call and response type game. That's usually what all-star games are. And these kids have known each other since they were little, too, and they played against each other for a long time. So, the best ones do know each other because of social media and everything. So they know each other's games. They're going to try, you're going to see some behind-the-back passes. You're going to see some lobs. You're going to see a lot of stuff, because these guys are actually very high level, just like the girls were. The girls, that was a very high-level high school basketball game. Yeah. And now the boys, it's the same thing, a very high-level basketball game with guys that have offers to go to different schools. Guys getting offers from NC, North Carolina A&T, Lees McRae. You got two Bryan commits in the game. You got some guys from Warren. You got some from Warren Wilson, Bridgewater, Montreat. So there's a lot of high level guys in this game, and I expect to see a lot of a very skilled game. I don't know how it might get sloppy, but for the most part, these guys are going to play hard.
You see on screen the red team and the blue team of the All-Stars. A few more players than the girls' team had. They had both 11 players. The boys' team a little bit more on the roster because of various factors. Hopefully you see the player that you have come to watch tonight, and hopefully you'll enjoy this All-Star basketball game as the NCAA tournament is in high gear. Just saw another number one go down. We saw a number one go down last night in Purdue. And Kansas just got beat by Arkansas.
Yes.
At a highly contested ball game. So got about 5 minutes until we'll get the lineups introduced here at Warren Wilson. So we'll take another break here. We'll be back in about 2.5, 3 minutes, and we'll get you set for the tip-off. Stay with us.
Join Backlot Cinema and the Blue Ridge Bartram Trail Conservancy for Walking with Bartram, a section hike of the Bartram Trail through Georgia and North Carolina. Streaming now on YouTube and Facebook. We are Dalton's Christian Bookstore, North Carolina's largest Christian bookstore. We offer a wide range of gifts and apparel. Children will find a world of fun to explore in our interactive kids section. Dalton's has a huge inventory of Christian literature, including Bibles in all translations. Dalton's, your destination for inspiration.
Why pay monthly storage fees? With a low down payment, you could own your own storage building. Let Todd Inslee at AT&T Storage Solutions help you get the storage building you want today. There are no credit checks. You can rent to own, and they offer free delivery. Located in Franklin on Dowdle Mountain Road between the Franklin Walmart and the Roundabout. Give Todd Inslee a call at 828-371-7393.
Getting set for the boys action. That's coming up in just about 60 seconds or so. It'll be the blue team and the red team as they have separated the WNC All-Stars on the boys team into a red team and a blue team. You saw the rosters for both. If you missed it, just joined us. Here's the rosters for the blue team and for the red team. You have schools represented from Murphy to the Hickory area, up to Watauga as well. West Caldwell, Brevard, North Henderson, West Henderson, Franklin, A.C. Reynolds, Tabernacle Christian, Robbinsville, Inca, Freedom, Owen, Hickory Christian, Hendersonville, Maiden, Watauga, Rice School in North Buncombe, along with Asheville School, Pisgah, and Murphy. All those schools represented in tonight's boys All-Star game, the third annual boys All-Star game. And we'll have the rosters introduced. We'll have the tip-off coming up in just a few moments. Glad that you are with us as we are at the top of the hour of 8 o'clock. George Young and Tony Christie going to bring the action to the boys All-Star game, just as we did for the girls All-Star game. Our fantastic FPSN crew, Philip Angel, along with Jacob Scrattish and Clinton Taylor, our executive producer.
To the 2023 WNC All-Star Game presented by Rankings Report. The best players in Western North Carolina battling it out. But before, we'd like to give a shout out to our proud sponsors. Phenom Hoops, Swananoa Loot House, Hunter of Subaru, and a special shout out to Rux Refs for making this possible. And now for the rosters. Starting for the red team, number 3, Philly Harris of Freedom. Number 13, Logan Crook of Inca. Number 14, Jacob O'Dare of Inca. Number 15, Brock Adams of Robbinsville. Number 16, Jaden Harper of AC Reynolds. Number 17, Camden James of Tabernacle Christian. Number 23, Cal Drake of Franklin. Number 24, Addison Archer of Chase. Number 25, Jaden Maddox of West Caldwell. Number 26, Jalen Brown of Brevard. Number 27, Micah Pierce of North Henderson. Number 29, Lawson Sullivan of West Henderson. And number 30, Parker Cave of Franklin. The red team is coached by Coach Ross of Christ School. Now the roster for the blue team. Number 3, Jacoby Simpson of Hendersonville. Number 4, Grant Morrison of Watauga. Number 5, Jalen Robinson of Maiden. Number 6, Elijah Ferguson of Hendersonville. Number 14, Hunter Ebanette of Owen. Number 15, Zaven Dillingham of Hickory Christian. Number 16, Dylan Brown of Murphy. Number 21, Caden Robinson of Pisgah. Number 22, Jacob Tiller of Inca. Number 23, Emmanuel Richards of Christ School. Number 24, Chad Clark of North Buncombe. Number 30, Josh Heine of North Henderson. And number 34, Dylan Barnwell of Asheville Christian. The blue team is coached by Coach Barber of AC Reynolds.
All right, that's the rosters for both. And we'll put 20 minutes up on the scoreboard clock, and we'll get this one underway. We'll play 2 20-minute halves like they do in college. And if they do, like they did in the girls all-star game, we'll have line changes at the 5-minute mark. So at 15 minutes, at 10 minutes, and at 5 minutes, we'll have mass substitutions for both teams. So they'll rotate players in. There are 13 on the roster for both. A few more than we saw for the girls, which had 11 for various reasons. You talked about it, Tony, with injuries and
then
maybe vacation, spring break, stuff like that.
And you know what? In this day and age, you get something like this. No matter how you get it, you look at it like, is it real? So there were a lot of kids probably thought, is this real, whatever. But they need to make sure that you always check and look and see, because you don't want to miss out on an opportunity like this. This is great for all the players of Western North Carolina and to get themselves out there so people know who they are. 2
tallest players on the floor will jump. Center Dylan Barnwell for the blue team, 6'10", and Cal Drake for the red team stands at 6'8", and it's going to be the blue team that'll have the opening possession.
Ooh.
Jacob Tiller going to try to jack a 3. Can't convert. Rebound secured by Parker Cade.
Crook.
A balance shot up
Number 13,
and good. Logan Crook out of Inca.
Yes.
Gets the scoring going.
And it's funny, you know what? I coached against Logan Crook about 5 years ago, and he was tiny. Now he's actually very tall.
Ferguson air ball from beyond the arc.
red team ball.
Elijah Ferguson out of Hendersonville. Played for Coach Marvin Featherstone. Had another fantastic year. Harper gives it up. Philly Harris kicks it out. Harper, deep 3, hits the front of the iron. And the rebound off to the blue team. They're going to race up court. Archer with it. Addison Archer.
Good steal.
Number 3, slowing it down.
And that's what you'll see a lot in the boys. If there is a fast break, you're not going to see, a LeBron, James Chase block. Good block right there by Parker Cave.
Robinson's shot was blocked. Coming out with it, Philly Harris. Harris kicks it out. Corner 3 off the mark for Cal Drake. Off to the races. It's Elijah Ferguson. Ferguson wouldn't go. Tipped around. Red picks it up. It's going to be Jaden Harper.
It's definitely going to be up and down.
Feeds underneath. Parker Cave couldn't secure. Out of bounds. That's what we expected. That's what you expect at a boys.
Not like the girls' game.
All-Star game. It's going to be high flying.
High flying. You know, they're going to be some threes.
Alley-oops.
They might start playing at some point in time. Really playing.
Ferguson for three. No. Rebound Barnwell. And at 6'10", doesn't have very far to go. And he proved it that time as he gets the blue team on the scoreboard. Parker Cabe picks up his dribble, kicks it out. That one wouldn't fall from the corner for Logan Crook. Step back. Wouldn't go from the corner for Chad Clark out of North Buncombe. Down court, Crook kicks it. Parker Cabe, three, off the mark. Pass, dangerous one, secured by Ferguson. He dribbles into the corner. Now got to kick it up top. Pulling up, Chad Clark can't get the roll. Fight for the board. Coming down with it is Crook again. Crook, high pass to Philly Harris into that front court. Deep in the corner, going to attack. Harris, blocked by Barnwell. Jacob Tiller slams it home. The Inca Jet,
yes,
averaging almost 26 points a game with the dunk.
Inca had a very good season again this year.
Crook on the back it goes. He's going to secure it. 16 and a half left. Cal Drake spinning, kicking it. Philly Harris can't get it to go.
And he couldn't get that one to go because he should have dunked it.
Yeah, he hesitated in the
yes,
air.
He did.
Ferguson dishes into the corner. Three. Off the mark. Harper.
Good fast break.
Harper with the easy layup.
Jaden Harper out of AC Reynolds.
Red team up 3.
The guard for the Rockets averaged 12.2 points per game under head coach Ryan Stevens. Actually lost in the third round of the 4A playoffs to the eventual state champion in Myers Park. Harper blocked by Barnwell, and he got a little bit of body. He does the push-ups. Jaden Harper will be at the line to shoot 2 shots here after the foul by Dylan Barnwell. Barnwell, by the way, out of ACA, Asheville Christian. First shot up and good for Harper.
And just give there you go. Crossover. Got there. Yes, that was. And the push-ups.
The push-ups there at the very end.
A quick update.
Yes, NCAA update.
Yes. Princeton versus Missouri. The number 15, Princeton. Number 7, Missouri. 73-59, Princeton. With 55 seconds left.
It's over.
Yes.
Jacob Tiller from the corner wouldn't hit. We'll get a line change for both teams. Next dead ball. Philly Harris blocked. He goes crashing into one of the cameramen. Everybody's okay, it appears. Look at the subs coming in for both. New crop of all-stars for Coach Barber and Coach Ross.
Red team ball.
It'll be red team basketball after the line change. Jaden Maddox with it. Maddox kicks it out. Jacob Adair, no. Stick back, up and good. As he went high above the rim. Did Jalen Brown out of Brevard. Got that one to go. And Jalen Brown to the hole. Xavier Dillingham, no. Red teams comes out with it. Lawson Sullivan finds Adair. Bounce pass underneath. No. Offensive rebound. Sullivan couldn't get it to go.
And as at the look at this game right now, how it's working, they were definitely paying attention to that girls' game.
Simpson wouldn't go. Jacoby Simpson out of Hendersonville. Down court, it's Maddox. Gives it up. Jalen Brown, or Jalen Maddox rather, up top. Over to Sullivan. Into the hands of Jalen Brown. Lost it. One thing I love about these uniforms, Tony, huge numbers.
Yes.
Huge. I love it. Brown got the roll. Jalen Brown.
Yeah, good body control by Jalen Brown.
Brown averaged almost 13 points a game. 12.9. Step back three. Good for Dylan Brown.
And a technical.
Oh, no. You can't call technicals in an all-star game.
He must have said the magic words.
Oh, man.
He's trying to talk himself out of it. He's talking himself out of it.
He's laughing.
Okay, they say okay.
All right. I don't even got any footage of what exactly happened at the end. He can't call it technical. You can showboat an all-star game. It's called all-star, right?
Yes, correct.
For a reason.
Right.
You're here showing your talents. And,
so if you make one, you can tell the guy about it. You know, that's what happened, and that's why you saw right there, Jaden Maddox tried to come back at him. Oh, nice.
Shot wouldn't go. Got a 28 out there I don't have. That one wouldn't go.
29, Red, 29.
Morrison will be at the line.
Grant Morrison going to the line for 2 for the blue team.
Is that Micah Pierce?
I
don't see a 27, and he's Micah Pierce on my roster, and I think that is him. Yeah, he's got North Henderson shorts on.
Yes.
So 28 to 27 on our roster. Second shot up and good. It's a lot quieter in here.
Yes.
The girls' game. Maddox can't get the roll, but he'll be at the line.
Yeah, it's a lot quieter because they're waiting for the crossover. You know, if someone fall, they're waiting for something to happen.
Jaden Maddox going to the line for 2 for the red team.
Jalen Maddox out of West Caldwell. Averaged 11.5 points per game under head coach Billy Anderson at West Caldwell. They had a terrific season, 26-3, and they lost in the third round at West Caldwell. Maddox, one more at the free throw line. It's up and good. The red team out to a 14-9 lead. Dylan Brown on the dribble. Finds Morrison. He gives it up. Simpson now. Free throw line. Jacoby Simpson. You can see why he was averaging 20 points a game for Coach Marvin Featherstone at Hendersonville. And a turnover. Xavier Dillingham flushes it. A deep three. That one's off the mark for Jacob Adair out of Inca. Offensive rebound, and then blue team strips it away. It's Grant Morrison down court. In the corner, Dillingham off the mark from beyond the arc. Jalen Brown secures the board out of Brevard, and he double dribbles. Looked like he wanted to pass it there.
Yeah, but he was about to pass it back court.
Behind the line. Yeah.
Blue team ball.
Josh Heine for three.
Josh Heine.
Good pass, good shot.
For the blue team.
16-14. Did the score just change? Or am I think they added up anyway.
16-14? Oh, which side?
I don't think they got it right. Anyway, it's an all-star game. It doesn't really matter. We've got shots at the free throw line.
That's why in the last game I didn't know who was winning because I looked up there. I was like, hold on. I thought they were.
It'll be Jalen Brown at the charity stripe.
For 2 for the red team.
Averaged 12.9 points a game for Coach Paul Witt at Brevard. And he can't get the first from the charity stripe. He'll get one more. Brevard had one of their best seasons in about 10 years. They went 17-10. Made the playoffs for the first time in about 10 years.
Nice.
Second shot up and good for Jalen Brown. 16-15. Deep three for Morrison. Rebound Jacob Adair. The Inca Jet brings it up. To the hole, coast to coast, Jacob Adair.
Jacob Adair taking the entire defense for 2 points.
Simpson gives it up.
And he got fouled.
Count it. And 1 for Dylan Brown. Dylan Brown out of Murphy.
Isaiah Joyner with the finish. Going to the line for the opportunity for 1 more.
Brown averaged 14.3 points per ball game here in his senior season.
Play for the blue team.
Head coach Eric Laney and the Murphy Bulldogs. Oh, that's Isaiah Joyner, not Murphy's Dylan Brown. Okay.
There you go.
I don't have my, somebody stole my pen. Okay.
That's, yeah. Here, you can have that one.
Is it on this roster here? Nope. That one's wrong too. Okay.
There you go. Hold that one.
To grab my bag. Okay. It's a last minute roster substitution.
Oh.
Thanks for letting me know. Maddox wouldn't go. Jacoby Simpson rattles the backboard. And a steal. Joyner, no. Maddox gives it up. Baseline.
Michael Pierce.
Up and good, Micah Pierce.
The moment pass. Lawson Sullivan is good for 2 points.
Deep three. Air ball. Jacob Adair. In and out. Long rebound. It's Josh Heine up court. Off the glass, Xavier Dillingham. Christian.
Laying it up for 2 points for Blue.
The
Almost time for the subs, the rolling subs.
At 10 minutes left. Dillingham, 19 points a game he averaged in his senior campaign. Josh Heine brings it up court for the blue team and Coach Barber. From the corner, Heine couldn't get it to go. And we're going to get subs in.
And here's another update from the NCAA tournament. Number 9 seed Auburn, 41. Number 1 Houston, 31 at half.
We have 2 number ones.
Trying to get all the number ones out of there.
Who's left? Houston and who's the other one?
Alabama.
They play tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Crook weaves his way. 50.
Crook.
Logan Crook.
Wow.
He averaged almost 26 points a game. Count it, and 1. The rare 4-point opportunity.
And I know Clinton has it queued up for us, that layup.
Jacob Tiller will be on the line.
There it is. He was looking, made it look like he was.
That's the scoop shot.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
That's what you call a layup package. Guys have layup packages now. They have dunk packages and layup packages. I was told this by one of my AU players. He said, you got to have a dunk package and layup package, coach. So.
Shot by Heine was no good. Check that. This was Tiller from the free throw line. No good. Another nifty. Look out. Billy Harris flushes it.
Yes.
Hunter and Abbott lost it out of bounds. It'll be red basketball.
See that right there. Logan goes through with another one of those scoop shots.
Yep.
Philly just there to finish it up, clean it up.
Philly Harris out of Freedom. Morganton. Deep three off the mark.
Good contest by Brock Adams over there from Robbinsville.
Chad Clark couldn't get it. He's out of North Buncombe. By the way, Philly Harris, Freedom, no stats on him either on Max Breath, unfortunately. Nifty move. Wouldn't go, but the follow-up and good.
Yes, by Brock Adams.
Adams able to crash the boards.
That's one of my AU players right there.
Didn't have any stats on him either out of Robbinsville.
Out of Robbinsville. He's
Banks at home.
So I can give you a little about Brock. Brock is a 3-time state champion in the hurdles for Robbinsville as well.
Harper from beyond the arc. No. Offensive rebound. Out to Harper again. Now it's Brock Adams. Going to dribble out with it. Now get harassed. Kick it over to Harper. Harper open. Got it. Jaden Harper. The H.C. Reynolds Rockets. It's a trifecta. Hunter Inhabitant.
Oh.
Got it to go. That probably would have been basket interference in a
normal
regulation game. But obviously, we're having fun here. Philly Harris went down hard and got the bucket. Jalen Robinson swings it over to Ferguson. Ferguson out of Hendersonville. See a lot of Bearcats in this ball game. Tiller a deep three. Chad Clark with the rebound as the blue team resets that offensive board. Ferguson get harassed by Jaden Harper, who loses it, and
good hands
from the blue.
Yeah,
a blue team member.
Good hands right there by Logan Crook to knock that one loose.
Tight game, 31-30. Mentioning a lot of Bearcats on this roster. Coach Marvin Featherstone has a fantastic program, developmental program. Has great players. Count it and one. Philly Harris will be at the line. Freedom Patriot.
And Philly, I can tell you this right now. Philly can get to the basket pretty much on anybody. He gets slithery. He gets thin going, trying to get past someone. Shifty, very athletic as well.
Can't hit. Blue gets the board. Inhabitant brings it up court. Hunter Inhabitant out of Owen. The Warhorse stops his dribble, kicks it over. Tiller. Tough shot for Jacob Tiller. That's a teammate of Logan Crook because he is out of Inca. Play for Coach Brian Carver. Caden James gives it up. Logan Crook.
He tried.
Throws it away. He did.
He tried. And when I was talking about those behind the back passes, I was talking about Logan Crook. He was going to be the one because he's the. I've seen him play since he was little, and he always had that thing on a string.
Ferguson for three.
Good shot.
Elijah Ferguson.
For the blue team, putting him up 4 points.
His senior campaign averaged 9.2 and a steal by Ferguson. Tried to flush it, got fouled. That'll send Elijah Ferguson to the line. We'll get some subs coming in very shortly. So approaching the 5-minute mark. Now whistle on Jaden Harper. First shot up and good by Ferguson. We have a final in that. Princeton, yeah, we do. Princeton won, knocked out Missouri, 78-63. Second shot off the mark as the red team grabs the rebound. James on the dribble. I think he was shocked that the lane was open. And on the rebound, foul. That'll send Philly Harris to the line. Freedom Patriot back to the charity stripe.
Philly Harris drawing the foul, going to the line for 2.
Can't hit the first. And they'll get one more. Time to sub. They'll get a whole new team in for both the red and the blue. Philly Harris, one more at the free throw line. Off the mark. Dylan Brown brings it up for the blue team. And Coach Barber out of AC Reynolds. High pass, knocked away. Off to the races, it's Philly Harris. He gets it knocked away. Somehow secures it. Gave it up to Maddox. He couldn't get it to go. Barnwell dishes. It's Simpson in the corner. Open three. Got it.
A big three.
Caden Robinson out of Pisgah will hit the trifecta and give the blue team a 40-32 advantage. More subs coming in as Parker Cave gets into the ball game for Philly Harris, who was at the free throw line when they subbed. By the way, Parker Cave ran a 5K this morning.
Yes, and Cal Drake participated in high jump and triple jump and all kinds of jumps.
If I ran a 5K, you would have to wheel me out there in a wheelchair.
Yes.
And he's out playing a ball game.
And he's running around playing defense just like Parker does. Sprinting down the court. Look at him.
Oh, intercepted. Caden Robinson slid down, able to gain control. And another turnover. Jacob Adair. Barnwell fouls him. Jacob Adair will be at the line for 2 shots. The Inca Jet.
Jacob Adair going to the line for 2.
6'2". Comes into this ball game with 20 points on average per game this senior season.
Yeah, the Inca Jets, they very good program. They actually had 3 guys that were averaging around 20 points this year.
We'll get the second. Simpson spins. Wouldn't go. Parker Cave comes out with it for the red team. Tries to dish a behind the back pass over to his teammate Cal Drake, but it's out of bounds. It's one of those big sweepers in the corner.
Yes.
When it went out of bounds, and the outlet pass knocked away, picked up by the red team, and it's Jalen Brown into the front court. Off to Cal Drake. Stops, directs, kicks it out. Adair. Back out it goes. In the corner. 3 off the mark for Jalen Maddox. Offensive board, the stick back up and good.
Cal Drake for 2 points.
With the rebound and the bucket. And just a 2-point lead now for the blue team.
Red team ball.
40-38 with 3:18 left. Glad that you're with us. If you're watching live or you're watching a replay, I know a lot of folks go back and watch this as time goes on. Appreciate you giving us a click. And we've got a traveling violation as Cal Drake travels in the corner. 3:08 to go here in this first half. Playing 2 20-minute halves. I'm George Young, by the way, alongside Tony Christie, the former Clemson Tiger and coach of a lot of these players, the AAU side.
Yes.
Appreciate you hanging out with us. Clinton Taylor, executive producer. On cameras tonight, Philip Angel, Jacob Scradish. Adair shot, no. Another offensive rebound. It's Jalen Brown, and he is Knocked out of bounds.
With a nasty block. Red team ball.
It's going to be red team basketball. Maddox has it in the corner. Off balance shot, no. Barnwell, the rebound, outlet. Dillingham secures it. Before it went out of bounds. And they'll say he stepped on the baseline. And this game really is put on to get exposure for Western North Carolina basketball players. And there's a bunch that have already gotten offers or have committed. 3 up and good for Jacob Adair. He can jet with the trifecta. Jacoby Simpson has an offer from Warren Wilson. Grant Morrison committed to go to Southern Wesleyan. Underneath, kick it out. As Dylan Brown gives it up. Simpson spinning, knocked away, got it back. And now, Jacob Adair will bring it down court. Pull up. Can't get it to go. Shot wouldn't go. Or did it go? Yes, it did.
Yes, it did.
Xavier Dillingham with the finish.
Dillingham will get the bucket. Just a 1-point lead now. Cal Drake had it briefly. Finds Maddox. Maddox finds Brown, and he'll get the bucket to go.
Jalen Brown putting it up for another 2 points for the red team. 1 minute left in the half.
We are inching closer to 60 seconds left. As the public address announced, a little premature on the 1 minute left in the half. Dylan Brown would go. Dish for the flush.
Jalen Brown for 2 points for the red team.
Kobe Simpson, nifty dribbling, picks it over Dillingham. Over it goes to Robinson, 3, got it. Caden Robinson
hitting the 3-pointer
with the trifecta.
Making it a tie ball game right before the half.
40 seconds left. Maddox. Pass intercepted. Jacoby Simpson, look out. Oh, he missed the jam. Dillingham now sinks the 3.
Xavier
Dillingham out of Hickory Christian with the 3. Parker Cade gives it up. Adair tries to answer from beyond the arc. It wouldn't go. 6 seconds left. Got to race down court. Dillingham. Barnwell. That'll do it. Here's the high-flying end of the quarter.
Big fella. Put it in to finish the half.
50-45 after 20 minutes in this all-star game. Both teams will talk things over. And we'll take a break here. Hear from Jacob Sinyo. We heard from him to begin the ball game in our 22-minute intermission. And we'll head back to the basement and hear from him in just a few moments. Stay with us. Hey fans, George Young here, joined by the head man for tonight's All-Star game. Jacob Senyo joins us along with, who is this guy?
His name's Asa.
Asa is going to join us here. And hopefully he stays asleep while we're talking. Well, we've got this nice backdrop here, the rankings report. And Jacob, you did that just to spotlight the folks here in Western North Carolina because you didn't think that they were getting a lot of attention. You also do nationwide stuff, but mainly now you're focusing right here in Western North Carolina.
Yes, sir. I feel like Western North Carolina is a little under-recruited. And so I want to put a platform out for players to get exposure and for college coaches to get some looks at them.
And one of the things that you have created, this is the third annual Western North Carolina All-Star Game that we're here tonight live streaming, the red team versus the blue team tonight. Talk about the evolution of this game and the site here at Warren Wilson.
Yeah, well, you know, we wanted to have a place where they can play in front of college coaches. And, you know, Warren Wilson, I used to be a coach here. And Robin, the AD, was generous enough to let us have the All-Star Game here this year. So here we are. And we already have a location scheduled for next year. A D2 college has already asked for next year.
Oh, absolutely. That's fantastic. So there'll be a 2024 edition already of the WNC All-Star Game. Well, a lot of schools are represented from really Hickory all the way to Murphy. Talk about the selection process. I followed your Instagram page. You've got a big following, about 6,000 followers on Instagram. So if you haven't already, rankings report, follow it on Instagram. You get a lot of reels. You get a lot of information on there, including some of the stuff that we're going to be doing tonight. I'm sure you'll have a lot of content up on your Instagram page. Talk about the selection process and how that came about.
Well, we were only looking for seniors. You know, last year and the previous years, we were trying to do freshmen, sophomores, and stuff like that, but it's not legal to do that. We got contacted last year, not allowed to do that, so it's just for seniors, and we try to get as many Western North Carolina schools that are in the 828 to represent. And, you know, the selection process is tons of film. We watch tons of film, talk to coaches, seeing who had offers, you know, who this would actually benefit the most.
And if somebody's watching student athlete at North Carolina High School tonight, maybe rewatching it, how do they get more exposure? Maybe their aspirations are to play at the next level.
Well, my thing is always, you know, create a Twitter account, make sure that you have all your information on there, your height, your GPA, and any highlight, any film or anything that you can put on there. You know, a lot of kids don't do that. And that's something that is starting to happen a lot more as well, too. So, you know, the more that we can do that in Western North Carolina, and the more people can get exposure and get recruited out of this area.
And specifically tonight, the All-Star Game is obviously to focus on this area and to get more exposure for the college coaches. I'm sure you're going to have some college coaches in the stands tonight, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, a couple of them have already reached out. I did a great job emailing, patting myself on the back a little bit. I shouldn't do that, but I've done, tried my best to make sure that there was college coaches in the right level for the athletes that are here.
And would you say that most of the guys and gals that are out here playing tonight that you're going to see here on a live stream are going to play at the next level?
Oh, yeah. I think a lot of them have an opportunity to, and some of them I've actually had a college coach ask me about a player that's playing here today to see if they would like to play that doesn't have an offer before the game even started. So
that's outstanding, and hopefully we'll follow these athletes as they go along at the next level. That's always satisfying. I know for you, somebody who's promoted them, somebody who's been a coach, I know your son plays as well. That's got to be really gratifying, seeing these guys and gals go to the next level and excel.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You know, things have changed since I was in high school, you know. I feel like this area is getting a lot better athletes, and it comes from the development from the high schools, the coaches, and the youth, the youth.
Well, Jacob, this is a fantastic event. Good luck throughout the rest of this game tonight, and then obviously in 2024, maybe we'll see you again.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys so much for being here.
That's Jacob Senyo. He's the guy that's organized this WNC All-Star Game, the third annual All-Star Game. Fans, stay with us. More to come.
Join Backlot Cinema and the Blue Ridge Bartram Trail Conservancy for Walking with Bartram, a section hike of the Bartram Trail through Georgia and North Carolina. Streaming now on YouTube and Facebook. We are Dalton's Christian Bookstore, North Carolina's largest Christian bookstore. We offer a wide range of gifts and apparel. Children will find a world of fun to explore in our interactive kids section. Dalton's has a huge inventory of Christian literature, including Bibles in all translations. Dalton's, your destination for inspiration.
Welcome back, as we've got about a minute and a half until we'll get to second half action. Blue team over the red team. High scoring, 50-45. That's what we kind of anticipated on the boys' side. You see the red team warming up. In fact, they didn't even head to the locker room like the girls' team did.
And
they stayed out here.
And I think I was able to predict this one kind of like better than my bracket, because I had a feeling this game was going to be a little bit less than the other game, the last game we did, because those girls played hard from the beginning, and it ended up turning into a great game. Yeah, really. And that's what these guys need to understand. This game, it's an all-star game, yes, but I'm looking at these two sheets, and I see a couple guys with some offers. Parker Cabe and Cal Drake, they're both committed, and they're going to Bryan College. But I just looked at the sheet, and there's 6 college coaches in here in the building. So these guys, they need to make sure that they're playing hard. The guys that don't have it, even the guys that have it, play hard, play like the girls were playing, and get it done. Make sure, because it's a close game right now, and I believe that Jake just took a suggestion from a smart basketball guy and put something on it. So, the winners, they get a different color shirt.
I did hear that.
Yeah, so their T-shirt's going to be a different color if you win. That'd be a better one. See what can happen in this second half.
We'd like to remind both teams that there is a prize for the winner.
Now they're reminding both teams.
Yes.
The public address announcer. They ought to make a deal with the local restaurant. They could do like
correct.
A steak dinner.
Steak dinner, yeah. I think that might be impermissible.
Okay.
Yeah, you start going in there. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's a thing.
Oh, it is. It is.
Yeah, because high school seniors, most people don't realize high school seniors can only play in, I believe it's either 2 or 3 all-star games. When you're a senior, you can only play in 2 or 3. If you play in 3 or 4, the NCAA they frown upon that.
Gotcha. Top of the key, it's a 3 off the mark for Brock Adams.
Rebound.
Red grabs the rebound, and Logan Crook, and he's going to be able to secure the bucket after the rebound. Chad Clark with it. He gives it up. Grant Morrison off the mark. Stick back wouldn't go for Jacob Tiller. James kicks it out. 3. Well off the mark. Grant Morrison
bringing down the hammer for 2 points.
Not blocked underneath. Hunter and Navidad,
Big block
blue team.
Red team ball.
Logan Crook gets it in bounds. And then a turnover. Brock Adams, I think that was a pass.
Yeah, that was a pass.
That was blocked out. Baseline. Morrison gave it up. Fight for it underneath. Tiller. Count it, and 1 for Jacob Tiller.
What looked like through the entire
The Jet will be at the free throw line for the N1 situation. He had to work hard for this one.
Yes, sure did.
Notice they have not changed the quarter and period up on the scoreboards. We'll do it on our scoreboard manually. Top of the key, off the mark for Caden James. And it's out of bounds. Logan Crook kicks it out. It's off the mark. Jaden, check that, Lawson Sullivan. Jacob Tiller pulls up. That's an air ball. Brock Adams gives it up. It's a three. That is off the mark for Lawson Sullivan, West Henderson products. Logan Crook grabbed the board. His shot wouldn't go. Outlet. And Abbott it. No. Offensive rebound. Tiller off the glass.
Once again, Jacob Tiller working for his defenders for another 2
crashing the
points.
boards. Getting the buckets here in this second half. Traveling violation on Camden James.
Traveling red team will give the blue team the ball.
Camden James out of Tabernacle Christian. The Conquerors of Tabernacle Christian. Didn't have any stats on him on Max Preps. Three. Can't get the roll. Stick back up and good, though. Jacob Tiller. Check that. Chad Clark, 24 to 22. Yeah. Clark grabs the bucket. That one wouldn't go for Micah Pierce. Outlet. Ferguson. Timeout for the red team. Coach Ross wants to talk things over as all of a sudden the lead for the blue team has ballooned to 60-47. 17-18 left here in the ball game in the second half. Fans, glad that you are with us. It's been an exciting night of basketball as the girls team. The girls teams, right? The game went into overtime.
Correct. It was, yeah. And you know what? In an All-Star game, most of the time for boys, they're trying to be cool. That's the usual thing. You know, it's a cool thing. But in the second half, the blue team came out and like, okay, we're going to play basketball right now for a little while, and balloon this lead so we can get the prize at the end.
Brock Adams now going to be guarded in the backcourt on Tiller.
Playing defense.
Adams feeds. Picked up. Crook goes in, lost control. James secures the board. Gives it up.
Good
off
pass.
The glass. It's Lawson Sullivan getting into the scoring column. The Falcon of West Henderson. Forward. Played for Coach Brandon Brooks. Won the conference regular season title. Deep three. Up and good for Hunter and Abbott. The Warhorse of Owen with the trifecta. Brock Adams off the glass. Nice take. That was a confident take.
Yes, it was. To the red team.
Grant Morrison brings it down. Chad Clark feeds underneath. And we've got a whistle and a foul. One against the red team's Logan Crook. Blue team retains possession. Tiller. Nifty. He's putting on a show here.
Yes, he is.
Number 22, Jacob Tiller.
Jacob Tiller, he's a very good player. From Inca.
Heine kicks it out. Brock Adams, top of the key, three. The Robbinsville Black Knight for the trifecta. 65-54. Blue team with now an 11-point advantage. Step back three. Off the mark for Elijah Ferguson. Outlet knocked away.
Red team ball.
Auburn still with a 1-point lead.
Yes.
So what, about 10 minutes left over Houston. Approaching the first line change of the second half, the 15-minute mark. Nice dish and off the glass. Lawson Sullivan
finding the wide open lane for 2 points.
Tiller.
Tiller made another one.
A 3 for Jacob Tiller. Off balance 3.
Correct.
Brock Adams tries to answer. Nabbing it with the board, and we're going to get substitutions now at the 15:05 mark here in this second half. New players for both teams. They do this at the 5-minute mark, 15, 10, 5. Get everybody equal playing time. Robinson to the hole. Jalen Robinson out of Maiden. Blue Devils
embarrassing the defense for 2
bucket,
points.
70-56. Maddox to the hole. No. Parker Cave grabs the board. Can't get the second shot. Another offensive rebound. Gonna kick it out
for 3. Get an assist after all those rebounds.
Wouldn't go. Brown with the rebound. Finds Harris. And Philly Harris.
With the finish for 2
able to
points.
get the bucket. Philly Harris, Freedom Patriot. Deep 3. Got it. Wow. Xavier Dillingham out of Hickory Christian.
With 3 points.
Maddox slapped away. Got it back. Finds Philly Harris. Nifty. Ball's down. Shot no. Rebound. Heine up court quickly. Simpson. Jacoby Simpson.
And in a little while, this game's going to get out of hand, and then you're going to see a whole lot of that.
75 points for the blue team.
It's just going to get out of hand. The red team's going to have to get a couple stops. A couple, I mean like 10.
Parker Cave for 3. Got it.
Good shot.
Parker Cave. Franklin Panther.
3.
With the trifecta, 75-61. Parker, by the way, averaged 10.7 points per game. Top of the key 3. Jalen Robinson.
The shots are starting to fall now.
Everybody's getting lathered up.
Yep.
Been playing for a good 15 minutes. Both squads almost a windmill.
Philly,
for Harris.
I tell you
couldn't
what.
secure it.
Philly has wings on those shoes.
Hayden Robinson kicks it around. Dillingham falling away. Can't get it to go. Maddox. Brown.
Pass.
Got the slam to go.
Finding the cut. Getting 2.
Simpson, no. Got his own rebound. What a pass. Heine off the glass.
Good pass by Simpson.
Josh Heine for 2.
Maddox. Robinson with the board. Quickly up court. Simpson. High flying. Jacoby Simpson putting on a show for the Hendersonville Bearcats.
Oh.
Adair couldn't get it.
Here we go. What's going to happen this time? Layup. Okay.
The blue team.
Xavier Dillingham.
As they now go up 21 points.
Jane Maddox out of West Caldwell. Lines a cutting Philly Harris off the glass and good.
Philly Harris finding a cut for 2.
Deep 3 for Robinson. No. Philly Harris.
And that's how you get back into it.
Harris. And 1 for Philly Harris.
Philly Harris headed to the defense. And getting the opportunity for 1 more as he goes to the line.
The Freedom Patriot. the N1 situation. Played for head coach Clint Zimmerman at Freedom. Back of the iron. Simpson. He's deadly. That one's an air ball. Announcer jinx. Jalen Brown with a rebound. Now it's Maddox. A no-look pass. A dare for three. No.
Philly.
Stick back. It's Philly Harris.
Philly Harris with the putback for 2 points for the red team.
10:45 left. Think they'll score 100?
Yes.
Simpson couldn't jam it home. Doesn't go to 100 here. Back-to-back missed dunks. That won't get you to 100.
No.
Maddox. No look. The alley-oop. Philly Harris a little behind him. And get the subs in at the 10-minute mark. 10 minutes, 20 seconds. Ferguson brings it up as he is one of the new all-stars on the floor for the blue team. Elijah Ferguson kicks it out. Hunter Inhabitant, three, no. Harper into the corner. Back it goes to Jaden Harper. Out of AC Reynolds. Step back three for Harper. Off the mark. Chad Clark feeds up court. Barnwell then dishes back into the corner. It's Ferguson, three. Barnwell, and one.
And the big man, Dylan Barnwell.
Dylan Barnwell out of Asheville Christian, a 6'10 center.
Humongous.
They listed him as a
He's
power
huge.
forward, too,
Yeah,
on
he's
the roster.
huge.
But he
Power
is
forward,
huge.
okay.
That's what it says. Can't get the and one. The rebound, Cal Drake.
He has pretty good feet, too, for being that big and that young.
James backs it out. Camden James out of Tabernacle Christian. The shot wouldn't go. Barnwell with a rebound. Joyner tried to secure it. It's out of bounds.
Ball stay with the blue team. Red team ball.
Harper. Drake with a rebound. He kicks it out. James, three. Got it.
And the red team kicks it out for 3 points. Camden James with the three.
Let's go.
8:50. Second quarter. Navitt had some trouble. Gives it up. Shot underneath. No. By Joyner. Crook finds Drake. Feeds underneath. Sullivan kicks it out. Logan Crook. Over to Harper. He's open three. Off the mark. Kicked around. Who's it off? And it's going to stay with the red team. 8:22 left of this All-Star game.
Red team ball.
As we are past the top of the hour of 9 o'clock now. Glad you're with us. Out of bounds it goes, and it's off the red team this time. It'll be blue team basketball. On an eventful night, NCAA, of course, is transpiring right now. Looks like Houston has gone back on top of Auburn. Clark going to find an open Inhabitant. He gives it up. Joyner.
Isaiah Joyner with the figure finish for 2 points.
Isaiah Joyner makes it an 88-72 blue team lead, and we've got a turnover as I think Barnwell stepped on the baseline. Joyner can't get the roll, but he'll be at the line. Isaiah Joyner, 2 shots, 7:41 left. And at the conclusion of this one, we'll have the MVP
Isaiah Joyner going to the line for 2.
And Tony will be voting here very shortly, I'm assuming.
Yes, I'll be voting again. I don't know who I'm going to vote for because it got kind of
Tough
crazy
choice.
there for a little while, but it'd be a tough choice. The guys have actually been – it's been for that one little stretch.
Yeah.
You take that one little stretch when the blue team kind of like put it on. You take that out, and it was a very good game.
Al Drake grabs the rebound off to Harper. Jaden Harper kicks it into the corner. It's a 3. That's an air ball. Quickly down court. Hunter Inhabitant. Look out. Hunter Inhabitant out of Owen flushes it.
For 2.
It's Harper. What a pass. And a traveling violation, though, on Lawson Sullivan. Here's an Abinet's dunk. I'm concerned about the rims, and the goals here.
Nah. I'm about to say the only one you should worry about the rims and goals is when Philly Harris is up there. Or the big fella.
The big fella. Crooks kicks it out. Good gracious. In the corner, Harper would go.
Lawson Sullivan putting it back for 2.
He was able to get it underneath with Sullivan and get it off the glass. Scoreboard in here only goes to 99. Let's see what they do. They reset it or what? I don't know. Logan Crook.
Cutting through the defense for 2 points for the red team.
They gave it to the wrong team that time. Deep 3 off the mark.
There's the first one. Remember, I told you those were going to happen. Those real deep 3s.
James weaving. Running shot. No, got his own rebound. Kicked around. Blue team going to come out with it. And check that. Chad Clark comes down court.
Big fella.
Over to Barnwell. Look out. 6'10 versus 6'8. 6'8" that time. Cal Drake. Harper. They're going to blow play dead and get the last substitutions here in the ball game as we approach the 5-minute mark. 5:44 left in this second half. Played 2 20-minute halves. Brock Adams with it for the red team. Billy Harris, as you hear head coach of the red team, Coach Ross, say, hey, we got to tackle, we got to go.
We're down.
Down
Billy Harris
93-74.
drawing the foul, going to the line for 2.
Billy Harris will be at the line. 2 shots for the Freedom Patriot. Banked home the first. They'll get one more. And he got the second.
Billy Harris knocks them both down.
Half-court shot. Almost hit it.
Whoa.
Jacoby.
That just happened? I was looking down at the Houston game. I looked up and the ball was gone.
Ferguson off the glass.
Good layup by Parker Cave there.
Ferguson gave it up to Cave.
Yeah,
That's right. Parker Cave got the bucket off the glass. Robinson.
And a phenomenal finish by Jalen
Robinson with a bucket. The maiden Blue Devil. High flying is Billy Harris.
Answers right back with a big dunk.
15-point lead, 95-80. Another half-court shot almost went in for Dillingham. Blue team got the rebound. Shot up and good underneath.
Grant
Morrison out of Watauga.
Blue team.
Able to get the bucket that time. Jaden Maddox. High no. Cabe. The timeout going to be called by Coach Ross and the WNC All-Star Boys Red Team. They're going to talk things over with 4 minutes, 23 seconds left. 97-82. Blue team inching closer to that century mark.
We should do it. We should have an Elam ending just like they have in that the tournament. You know, the TBT Elam ending. The number should be 100. That'd be 3 points. 3 points, then go home. So during that TBT thing with the Elam ending, what happens is at a certain point you know what the score is, you know what you have to. So you're not wasting any time. Every All-Star game should have that ending to it. The NBA actually went to it. I think last year or this year was the first year.
Dillingham to the hole. Kobe Simpson, after all that, able to get the bucket. Brock Adams, blocking foul and one for Brock Adams. The Black Knight will be at the line. 99-84.
Brock Adams makes the two. Goes to the line for one more.
Dillingham with some pressure. Stolen away. It's Philly Harris with the windmill.
Boy, Philly Harris had his head at the rim on that one. Yes, keep doing this. This is entertaining.
Is that the Philly special?
Yeah, that right there. Where's Philly at? Run again, Philly. Give it to him.
There he is. He gave it up, though.
There we go.
Jalen Brown gets into the action.
They're trying to come up.
99-89.
Yes, because it's only a 10-point game right now.
Yeah. Out of bounds. Last touched by a red team member. All right, here we go. Philly special.
Philly.
Whoosh. High flying.
Yes.
For the Freedom
He made that
Patriot.
look easy, but I tell you right now, that's definitely not the case.
Oh, he's practiced that. You know.
Yes.
A few times. Long rebound. Jacob Tiller. Parker Cade grabs the air ball. Dishes. Brown off the glass. Jalen Brown. 99-91. We've got a whistle and some discussion at the scores table. What are you talking about? They're checking the score. Yeah, this is definitely turning into an NBA game.
Yes.
You see this a lot in NBA. Not a lot of defense.
NBA All-Star game? Yes.
Jacob Tiller.
That was a nice move.
It does go to 100. We broke the 100 mark, and it's on our scoreboard. Look at that, 101-91.
Yes. Considering it's a college,
Yeah,
they
have
to have 100. Oh my goodness.
Jacob Tiller. Up and good.
Jacob Tiller making a 3-point play.
He plays AAU for Lee Scruggs and Team Swish.
Brock Adams. Finger roll.
2 points for the red team.
Robinson working on Adams. Jalen Robinson backs it out. The maiden Blue Devil got it poked away from behind. 2:25 left. In the corner three, up and good.
Xavier Dillingham with the 3.
Parker Cade off the glass. 8-point edge for the blue team. Dillingham for three.
For Zagian Dillingham.
106-95. Adams shot blocked, but a foul.
Brock Adams going to the line for three.
3 shots for Brock Adams. Both teams may hit the century mark.
Correct.
If he hits 3 of these, first one good. Get some subs coming in for Coach Ross and the red team. Adams hit the second. Can't hit this third, and it's a rebound for the blue team. Minute 50 left. Simpson. Over to Morrison. Lost it. Whistle. Foul on the red team.
Grant Morrison going to the line for 2 for the blue team.
All of a sudden, I got service miraculously,
my
and
goodness.
I have like 15 notifications. All of a sudden, my phone started. I was like, what the heck's going on? I got a bar of LTE all of a sudden inside this gymnasium. Grant Morrison hits the first. The Watauga Pioneer will get one more. And he hits the second.
Grant Morrison making it an 8-point game. A minute 40 to go.
Harper. That'll put him over the century mark.
Jaden Harper with the 2.
108-101. Jalen Robinson kicks it out. It's Dillingham. Nifty. Dillingham high off the glass. No?
Tiller.
Fight for the rebound. Brock Adams comes out with it. Down 7. Adams. Nice.
Brock Adams with a
Nice move by Brock Adams.
Blown by his defender.
Under a minute left in this All-Star game. It's Robinson into the front court. Tiller, 3. 111-103.
Oh yeah, that just reminded me I have to go vote, but I don't think I have to vote. I already I kind of have a good idea who I'm going to vote for.
Brock Adams, no. Shot from the free throw line by Dare, no, and the follow. Third opportunity is up and good. 105-111. 32 seconds left.
Blue team with a 6-point lead, 111 for 105.
Timeout. Glad that you are with us. It's been a pleasure bringing you this WNC All-Star boys game. Girls game went into overtime. This one is over the century mark.
Still only a 6-point game.
Yeah. Still really an opportunity for the red team to make it even closer. But 32 seconds left. Obviously, you're going to have to foul if you don't get the inbound steal or a trap. There's a steal. Jacob Adair. Clock still rolling, though. 111-108. There's the foul. Brock Adams will pick it up. Grant Morrison will be at the line. 15.3 seconds left. No, it's not going to be
Hadn't
free
been
throws.
too many fouls. Yeah, I'm about to say it's just guys hadn't been too close to each other.
Another foul.
Same with the ball.
They're not putting the fouls up on the scoreboard, so we don't know how many fouls each team does have. Another foul. Jacob Adair going to pick up the foul for the red team, and I think they're over the limit now. Yes.
And if they're not, just let them shoot the 1-and-1. This is an all-star game. You can make up your rules as you go. That's
just toss a coin in the air. And whoever
Yeah.
gets heads or whoever gets tails will get possession, right?
That's exactly.
Call it in the air. Got some subs coming in. Cal Drake back in for the red team, along with Lawson Sullivan for the red team. Dillingham will hit the first. Yeah, I didn't think that our scoreboard would like the century mark, and it looks like it's
looks good.
Well, it's kind of hanging off.
Kind of crowded there, but
it's kind of crowded.
Kind of crowded, but it looks good.
Yeah. I coordinate these scoreboards, and so
both down, making it a 5.
to go back and adjust that for future reference. 13.7 seconds left. Red team will have possession. It's a two-possession game and a foul. Coach Barber for the blue team says there's one more to give, foul-wise. Adair for 3. No, that may do it. 2 seconds, 1 second, that'll do. So the blue team defeats the red team 113-108 in a high-flying boys ball game.
As everyone begins to leave, please pick up
We'll have the MVP
again.
presentation
Please pick up your
here
trash.
in just a few moments. Congratulations to all these players. A lot of them know each other. Some of them are on the same teams on the high school level. Of course, they're all seniors and will be graduating very soon. They put on a show tonight.
Yes, they did. And you know what? It's good. This is good for, especially for the younger players to see, because like in the gym, I did see like Keenan Wilkins. He's a 2024 guy, and then I saw Dot Mills behind us. Watching the game. For the young ones, it's good to that this is here for them, and that they can come and college coaches can come and everyone can see, and because we're remote from people. Even like Asheville is still remote from the other parts of North Carolina, like down there in the Triangle, where you can throw a rock and hit a basketball player and have different events like this and different things like this. So this is good, a good start, with having this and the third annual. Even though it hadn't been done in a little while, it's been good.
We're about to have the presentation of the MVP trophy.
Yes.
As Jacob Sinio came over to our table, and I think he was looking for a pen.
Oh no! He was just asking. He was asking me my vote.
Oh, okay.
That was my vote right there. I just did
you.
it. Yeah, it happened real fast.
A lot of pictures being taken.
Yeah.
Got your mamas and your daddies out here taking pictures on their phone. And I think
Jacob
Sinio,
tell him to get on the microphone.
Yeah, Jacob Sinio is trying to find the MVP and hand out the trophy. And then once that happens, yeah. So it's going to be Jacob Tiller. Jacob Tiller will be your All-Star MVP. Well deserved. As we mentioned a couple of times, he was putting on a show at points throughout this ball game.
Ladies and gentlemen, your WNC All-Star Boys 2023 MVP, number 22, from Inca, Jacob Tiller.
All right, that's going to put a lid on things for our broadcast tonight on YouTube and Facebook. Really do appreciate you tuning in, whether it was in live or after the fact. We do appreciate it because, once it's on the internet, it lives forever.
It lives forever. Yes, it does.
There'll be, speaking of internet, there'll be a lot of pictures posted on the Instagram of Rankings Report. So follow it
yes.
if you haven't already. They've got a lot of content on there. And there'll be a lot of photos from tonight. And maybe we'll do this again next year.
Yeah, it'll be fun. I'm about to say this is fun.
It was fun. It was. For Clinton Taylor, who is right behind us, for Philip Angel, see Clinton waving, and for Jacob Scrattish on cameras, I'm George Young for Tony Christie. So long, everybody.
Give up.